Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight, we're going to be playing Aurora, but we're going to be playing a little bit different version of Aurora. So, on Saturday, at this past weekend's Portland calling, I did see some cool Aurora tech that I thought was pretty fun. Excuse me. Now, I have to admit, watching the game, like, it felt there was quite a few mistakes that I saw during the game as it was streamed. So I'm kind of hoping to get a better sense of what this tech can do in certain combo situations. Now, the tech is Potion of Strength. I thought it was pretty interesting. I thought it could be a really cool piece of tech, and it really just helps you go over the top. It's also kind of good because, like, anytime you're running it into like a major combo, oh god, excuse me. Anytime you're running it into major combo, like you like the Potion of Strength because it's just an extra arcane damage off the Arc Lightning and Flicker Wisp turn that you're able to set up. But I don't know, like, it's really cool because I like the idea of having it over a Poison the Will on the sideboard, because right now that's kind of like the deciding factor is, do I want one Poison the Will, or would I rather have a Potion of Strength in my sideboard? And so I'm hoping to test Potion of Strength tonight and get a better feel of what Potion of Strength is going to look like, and how we can use that in Aurora moving forward, because it's a pretty cool card, and it's honestly a piece of tech I hadn't really considered, so getting to test it out is pretty fun. Yo, Ben, Trent, Brian, what's up, guys? How are you? Oh, what am I checking out, Trent? What am I checking out? What happened? Dear God, I don't know what I'm checking out, but I'm intrigued to hear what you have to say. I think we're going to have Nick joining us tonight for a little bit. Yeah, let's go. Nick's already in the Discord. Let's go. Hey, what's up, dude?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. How are you, brother?
Good.
All right, let's get a game going here, and we'll get Nick the invite here. We'll just play in Classic Constructed, so there having to be a bunch of requesting undo back and forth. Normally, I like to play in request undo CC, but when I'm testing with people I know, feels kind of a little bit like too much of a hassle, if I'm being honest. So I just sent it to you in the game chat, or in the table we're in, so you should have it. Hey, Moore, what's up, man? How are you? Hey, Latar, how are you? Popping Gangster just got back from winning a One Piece local. Hope life's been treating you well. Dude, let's go. Congrats on winning One Piece, man. That's awesome. I've never played that game, but I've heard it's pretty cool. I've heard some good things about it. All right, so Nick's going to make us go first, which I think is objectively correct. Okay, so against KO, I really don't think we want to be running the combo. Maybe we're supposed to. I don't know. Maybe we're just supposed to try and high roll Nick going second. But I guess we draw extra cards going first. So maybe that gives us more. You know what? Let's try it. I don't know if it's correct or not, but let's just try it and just see what happens. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just try it and see if we're able to get there. I don't really know if it's correct. And you know, honestly, one thing we can do is we can try the potion here too. Like, I wonder if the potion's just good enough at all times. Kind of makes me wonder, to be honest. We'll cut a fry. No, we should cut a blue, right? What's the least? Nah, let's just try it like this. Man, playing Potion of Strength is just wrong in this matchup. I don't think we're going to do it. I kind of want to test it, but I don't really think it's worth it in this matchup to figure out what's going on. Thought I made it to a year. I guess not. Ooh, the year's got to be coming up soon, though, right? It's got to be coming up soon, I think. Right, Trent? If I remember correctly, I was like, it should be close. I know it was a month or 11 months, not too long ago. Let's play both sides of Burn Up and Shock here, and we'll see how Nick blocks. So I wish I could take credit for this tech, if I'm being honest, Waves, but I cannot. The idea I actually got from watching Portland this past weekend, and so I'm kind of hoping to get a better sense of what we want to do with Potion of Strength, because it's just an extra activation on the combo turn, so you have to think of it as 2 arcane from the Arc Lightning Flicker Wisp combo, and it is also a 2 extra damage that comes through. So it's basically like a 0 for 4. Unfortunately, we could not block this out because of the way the hand that we drew. So we're just going to say no blocks here and take 6. So it is what it is here, unfortunately. Hey, what's up, Annabelle? Also looked at all the other generic items, and the only one that works with the thought process is Potion of Strength. Yeah, since it's basically a 0 for 4, I kind of like that, especially as a 0 for 4 in a combo matchup. It's a 0 for 4 that you get to put on the board early on and just kind of save for whenever you need it, which I'm going to be honest, I'm a really big fan of. I actually think it makes a lot of sense that way, and I really like the concept of what Newton was going for, and like how I just really like what Newton was going for there. I don't know, it just seems like a good play. I guess let's go like this. We played a lightning card now. We can go ahead and use the Starfall. The shit is why I love Fab. LOL, dude. I love that. Watching anime. Sorry to hear you got more job rejections. I hate that. I hate to hear that. I hope that all turns around soon. I know it's been a frustrating time for you. Yo, Wally, what's up, dude? I won games today with Borvo. I think that means we need some Borvo streams. Listen, I'm always down to stream Borvo. Borvo is my boy. Borvo is like the OG, man. I think I learned to play Bravo before I learned to play Oldhim, to be honest. Yeah, the Potion of Strength tech is a really cool innovation on the matchup, or just like the deck in general. I do actually really like it, and I'm pretty excited to see it in action here. All right, so we get to activate Aurora, keep the CLV around, Arsenal to burn up and shock, and then just pass here. Ooh, this hand's interesting. This hand's very interesting. We'll see what Nick does to attack us here. Command and Conquer. I mean, I could protect our Arsenal piece here. If I give up E-Strike and both pieces of equipment, we can protect the Burn Up and Shock. I also have the ability to just take 6 and go to 28, and then play out my combo turn here. And just kind of, or like, I guess it's not really a combo turn. It's more just like value that we're looking at over the course of the game. Let's see. If I block 6, I'm left with play this and then this into this fuse. I mean, I guess that's okay, right? It seems pretty good because Nick would have to have like a lunging press here to get us, and that would feel bad, but I think we're just going to block 6, play around it here. The tone towards Newton has changed dramatically. That is because I was frustrated watching him make mistake after mistake in the game the other day. And listen. Also, like, you know, mistakes happen and it's all good. But yes, I think Newton was very nervous, and I think Newton made a lot of mistakes the other day. So I'm definitely excited to play this better. So because I think we definitely can play this better. And we get to come in for 7 here. Since he's got armor to block, I would have let the Arsenal go. I mean, that's fair, but I like that Burn Up and Shock forces the armor, right? Like we need a card to like get the armor. Like we need something that forces the armor block, and I think this is a good way to do it. I mean, yeah, like the stress of being on stream is actually like a real thing, and like I like it's a very real thing. I get it. I understand. Zach just wouldn't have made any of the mistakes if it were him. Dude, shut up, dude. That is not what I said. That is not what I said at all. We'll throw Starfall here. Only really seen hype around him. Will be interesting to see when he drops. That's the community when Jarl drops. Unfortunately, I don't think Jarl is going to be that good. I hope he is, but I really don't think that's going to be the case. So unfortunate, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Yeah, we're just going to take 6. This one doesn't matter. Like, this one just doesn't matter, so we're just going to take 6 here. I want to play this or arsenal it. So we have the ability to go... play this, fuse here, bring this back, play this, fuse here, play this, fuse here, arsenal this. Which is what? 5... 9 and 5 is 14 off of 3 cards. Somersault enables some really dumb play patterns, then we can arsenal this to set up. I could also play this out, and then we could go Shockwave Fuse into play, get this back, pitch 1 to Starfall, and then throw this. I think I like our first line better, where we're going to end up with an arsenal here. Now, Nick does have Sin Packings and Command and Conquerors that we've already seen so far this game, but I still think it's correct. I also think it's worth noting that, like, it's probably not correct to run Flicker Wisp in this matchup just because of that. It gets dramatically better when Enigma leaves, but we were discussing it in the Discord today. Opponents get to choose when you have a hero power. I mean, yeah, you have to really do some cool things to, like, be able to turn your hero power on. That's not just a choice for your opponent at all times. And I think that's hard to swallow. Like, I think that one's hard to swallow, if I'm being honest. Hey, what's up, Vajith? Yeah, I mean, so that's the thing is, like, I thought Jarl would struggle into a lot of the mid-rangey decks because of cards like Sink Below, and just, like, all the good defense reactions that enable their game plan to let them play the long game. But it turns, and I also thought that Jarl would dumpster the aggro decks, and it's really not the case at all, to be honest. Jarl has really not impressed me at all so far in any of my testing. Makes me kind of sad. Somebody pointed out to me the other day that maybe, like, a better route to go would be just to play Channel Mount Heroic, and then just, like, try to play cards like Frostfang, like 2-card attacks that have on hits. And I don't know, it just feels like we're playing a worse Florian. But we're probably going to try it tomorrow and see how it works, see if it feels any good. I am going to try and put that together so that we'll have a good deck list to play tomorrow. But, you know, I don't know. Just feels not that great. How often did Oldham use his hero text? I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure Oldham used his hero text like almost every turn. Like, it really felt that way. Like, Oldham has a phenomenal hero text, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Jarl's hero text is bad, but it feels a lot worse than Oldham's heroes text. And maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe someone has broken the deck wide open and I just can't see it. Because it kind of feels that way so far. It kind of feels that way, that, like, there's just something there that, like, we've broken wide open. But I don't know. Like, the deck looks very strong when you look at it on paper, but it just feels so mid when you play it. And that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, Ice React was a very crippling thing to use. It actually really was. Also, any Euro not playing Summon is a coward. I just disagree with Annabelle. Like, I definitely get what she's going for here, but I think we just have to do both of these things now, because the card that we have in our hand is a good arsenal target here, and this way we get to push through the burn up and shock value here. And so we get to put Nick all the way down to 16. We pitched our current funnel to activate Aurora because we know we're not going to waste the embodiment here. And we're going to put Nick hopefully down to 14 here. Nick may give us a card from hand, but And we have a solid 0 for 4 to Arsenal here, which means if we draw into the Arc Lightning next turn, we're looking at really trying to pop off here. We still have Victor and the random blonde dude. I mean, as far as Guardians are concerned, I was actually talking, the other day, and if you were hanging out on Saturday in the Discord, you might have heard some of this. Taylor and I were talking, and he thinks that Victor's the best Guardian. And I actually very strongly agree. I actually very strongly agree with that statement in general. I think that Victor is a very, very powerful Guardian, and I think he's probably in the best spot right now. So our turn is Flittering Charge, Starfall, activate Aurora, Static Shock into Arsenal, the last Lightning Surge. So we just get to throw a lot of 4s here. I mean, depending on what Nick does. And then we can play our turn around a little bit differently here. Best Guardian in the game is Florian. Florian is very good. Very, very good. Yo. There was like a moment there where everybody was not connected. Let's see. Did I miss any chat messages on any platforms? It appears not. It appears that I did not miss any chat messages. Okay, well that was weird. I don't know. That was weird. Either way. This actually works out for us because the weakest link does not hurt us here. Now, normally this is a card that really matters, but like we just don't get got by it here. But I still love the Brick deck list. Brick's deck list for with the 10-foot tall and bulletproofs, that was a pretty fun deck to play against the other day. We were actually talking about that on Saturday. His deck was pretty cool. Oldham was my first hero, but I never activated his effect. I just forgot it was there. I mean, Toothpick, I'm gonna be honest, man. His hero ability was broken, brother. I think not using his hero ability was just objectively wrong. His hero ability was broken. There was a lot of really good times when you could Ice React and get a ton of value, and there was also a lot of really good times when you could Earth React to prevent damage, and against like a lot of decks like Fi or Katsu, or any of the ninjas in the format, the Earth React was very powerful because it helped you cover Kadachis or some of the split breakpoint damage off some of your 3 blocks. So it really turned a lot of your cards into Sync Belows, which is very powerful. And I think that's really like one of the reasons that like Oldham was as good as he was because of his capabilities. I mean, it's very possible that like, Jarl is meant to be played as more of an aggro Guardian. And because of that, like, I'm just not playing him correctly. And so like this like Earth aggressive build version of the deck is maybe just a more correct way to be playing him, to be honest. Lightning Surge. All right, yeah. So we played a 6-turn game and not seen a single Arc Lightning. This I have said this for I don't even know how long, but this has been and will always be my problem with this deck. Like with this version of the deck, is that if you don't draw it, you just can't do anything with it. Now, to be fair, we can Flicker Wisp here. Like, our turn's not bad. We're just going to go down to 4 here. Oldham was the highest floor deck in the game. Yeah, I mean, Oldham had a very high floor, which I really enjoyed about it. So we're going to go Flicker Wisp, Fuse with Discharge here. This is 2 Arcane, which I actually happen to really enjoy. We get to push through 1 Arcane, which means that it is Lightning Surge for 4 Go again. We get to play the Discharge, and then it is 7 and 2 Arcane with Go again. And Nick has to pitch a card here. And even if he does, he can't block the 7 here. Now, normally we would snap at this point, but it doesn't really matter. Nick threw all non-blocks. You know what? Let's full rematch here. I want to try the Potion of Strength in this matchup and see if we can, like, if we get lucky enough, what does it look like, right? Let's fill out our log here. 11, 25, 24. We played against KO. We went first. We got the win. Boarded for combo, but never saw Arc Lightning. Let's see. Boarded for combo but never saw Arc Lightning. Just used split arcane damage to race. Nick never saw a BRB. That is a big piece of us winning, is Nick not drawing the Blood Rush Bellow. That does help a lot. I wonder if we're supposed to play Potion as just one of our blues. Like, is there any world that maybe I'm supposed to be on like 2 blue Lightning Surges as a whole in my deck list, and I'm supposed to be on one of Potion because we're always playing Arc Lightnings and it works? And then I don't have to play combo. I can board into Sink Billows here, and then I can play Crown, Carapace, Grasp, and Snaps here. Hey, what's up, Max? How are you? Yeah, we're definitely not supposed to play the we're definitely not supposed to play Flicker Wisp against Nick. It's definitely for the slower matchups. I was just curious. I had also thought I was going to play Potion there. And to Trent's point, I think we're going to try it and just see how it works. Because honestly, if Potion of Strength is able to replace a blue Lightning Surge, then that could be like a really cool replacement. Even if you're just playing Arc Lightning and turning this into a 0 for 3, this could be a good finisher here. I don't know. I like this. Let's try this and see what happens. I could be talked into playing something like this more regularly, to be honest. Play Ravenous Rabble, second strike, activate Aurora Arsenal. Feels like a pretty good line here. Blue Lightning Surge? Dude, I honestly believe that Blue Lightning Surge is better than... I think that Blue Lightning Surge is better than the Sigil of Lightning. That's why I'm on it. That's why I'm on it. We're going to activate Aurora, and then we're going to throw 2 more here. Just pushing as much damage as we can, and we're just going to Arsenal. Well, we didn't draw the Potion of Strength, but... Happy to see CYB lose in general. I think a lot of people are, to be honest. I think a lot of people are. What did Nick draw? Run Roughshod. Okay, so there's an extra blue in his hand. Yeah, we're just gonna say no blocks. This feels like a pretty good hand to just take a bunch of damage and do it. It does usually block, and then a lot of the time you don't need the embodiment. I mean, yeah, I don't like the Sigil of Lightning. I know that that's probably an unpopular opinion, but I've not been playing the Sigil of Lightning for a while. Blue Lightning Surge just feels like a better option in that spot. I'm actually not a fan of the Sigil of Lightning at all. It's just more 0 blocks, and like it just hurts you in certain matchups. The Sigil of Lightning does play pretty well with Gone in a Flash, so like I understand like why people play it, but I would rather have a card that blocks and has more utility. So this is going to be 4 go again, 1 arcane, and then 1 arcane on the back end here. Just wait till CYB Borvo comes back. I'm a believer. Dude, I really hope that Count Your Blessings like just stays dead. Like the blues and the yellows like did a good job at getting we're just going to do this now, I think. I would rather Nick take this card that I want to Arsenal, so I'm okay with this one coming away. He does save himself some damage in the process, but... Alright, so this is 4 go again, on hit, 1 extra arcane, and then 1 arcane on the back end. Nick's very clearly drawing a very good hand, so he's just giving up all of his equipment pieces here. Like, if Nick doesn't have a Blood Rush Bellow here, I would be absolutely astonished looking at the way this game is playing out. He's given up the Sash and the Flesh Bag on turn 2, which means he has to have combo. Okay, he does not have that. Interesting. I would not have guessed that. I think we're just gonna take 7. I like our hand a lot, but I really wish one of these cards was a blue lightning card, or just a lightning card in general to pitch to keep the channel Lightning Valley around. Maybe we're supposed to... I'm going to wait one more attack and see what we can block here. Wouldn't Grasp and In on Static be more damage? It would, but there's a chance that he... Oh, now Nick plays the Blood Rush? Huh. Yeah, so it would have been better to do it that way, but... I mean, I didn't know Nick was going to give me the flashback there. Because I would have liked to have activated Grasp, but I was going to wait and do it later in the turn. And I pitched the blue right there to make sure that Nick couldn't take it for me. I think I'm going to put the Shockwave to the bottom, and we do draw a Lightning card, which is pretty solid. So we're going to end up taking 4 and going to 10 here. Drawing the Blood Rush from the Wild Ride, yeah. And then pitching a Blood Rush means that his hand was probably just awkward. I mean... Did Nick show us this? Did we know he had this? No.
I drew it.
Okay, I was like, so there's no way we knew you had that.
I think I drew it off the Beast Within. Yeah.
I mean, if we go to 4 here, we have a decent hand. It's just, is it going to be good enough? We'll block like this, and we'll lose the Rabble. It's just unfortunate that I gave up Crown a little too early there. We're going to play CLV, and then we're going to play Arc Lightning here and force Nick early on in the turn to make this decision on how he wants to do it. Yo, what's up, Cusco? Yeah, I got a little greedy with the Crown there. I still think it was correct to block the way that I did. And keeping the Rabble in Arsenal is technically just better because it does have... because it has Go Again. Because the Rabble has Go Again and none of our attacks in our hand had Go Again. So I think it's technically just a better play here than anything else we were looking at doing that turn. So Static Shock hits. We put Nick. Well, he's going to block one of the Arcane. Channel draws us a card, which is really good. Arc Lightning deals an extra damage. This is actually about as awkward as it gets. Like this, it's a really good card to draw, but it's incredibly bad to draw it when we did. So I think maybe we're just supposed to throw Starfall and Arsenal this. I think we just fell too far behind. I think Nick's turn was just too good that last turn. A Weakest Link, and we have a Discharge on top. And then an extra Arcane. Puts Nick down to 19 unless he's going to pitch a card here. And then I guess we can just Arsenal this. We could have just like went 5 draw card and hoped that we draw a Lightning card. We would have drawn Discharge, which would have worked, but... Yeah, I mean, and then Nick has more Disruption. We're going to give up our only 2 attacks here, and I'm just going to go to the next one. Curious to know how many points. Let's see. No, let's swap. Nick threatened. Yeah, so Nick's turn 2 is a 26-point turn. And an aggro mirror. I mean, yeah, that's not much I can do about something like that. We just fell behind and couldn't catch back up. Nick went like 4 wide there. Also, like, Nick's draw was incredibly good against the way I played that turn. I made the correct decision based off of the knowledge that we had. But it just didn't line up with the way that the turn played out, unfortunately. So we just ended up falling behind there. Play Gone in a Flash, activate Aurora, Arsenal this, because I think this is our best Arsenal target, right? Is just to be able to try and push this through off of a 5-card hand. Yeah, I think this is our best play. It's just to play this and then activate Aurora. And we're going to pitch both of these to activate, and then we're going to Arsenal and pass. And we're going to set up for next turn. This hand is interesting. Kind of like this hand, to be honest. So the question is, do I give up one card? Because I can play... I could just give up all of the equipment here and keep my hand, because my hand is pretty solid. Like, is it absolutely insane? No, but if I give up all the pieces of my equipment here, I get to dodge the weakest link effects. I could also just choose to play the blink so that Nick gets no value here. Not block with equipment, go to 34, and then my hand is the 3 attacks and the arsenal here. So my hand would be play this, pitch this to do this, throw this, and then throw this. I mean, it's not a bad turn if I make that play, but giving up the equipment, I'm still living in a world where I can pair these together and force Nick to try and make some interesting blocks. So I think we're just going to do this. I do not think I'm going to crown anything here. I like our hand. I think you did see the CNC on that turn because it was revealed by the Beast Within. So in my head, like a CNC popped up somewhere and I just wasn't thinking about it. But if that's the case, then I definitely made an incorrect play. If we knew it was there, then it was wildly incorrect to not crown away our arsenal there if we were going to block with it. So yeah. We're going to play Gone in a Flash. We're going to say no blocks. We're going to let this happen. So we're going to deal some damage here. And then I am going to blink this back to our hand. We're going to gain an action point, return Gone in a Flash back to our hand. And then I have the ability to throw the Starfall and go a little bit more wide here if I'd like to. But I think what we're going to do is I'm just going to throw the Gone in a Flash, and then we'll just Arsenal and play to the next turn. And we can Arsenal this. It's an interesting hand. Nick's got the Blood Rush Bellow. Okay. I do need to fill out our log here. I forgot to after that last game here. So let's see. KO. We went first. We lost. Nick had a 26-point turn on turn 2 that ended with CNC, and I wasn't able to recover. Yeah, we'll say no blocks here. Claw comes in for 5. We'll fall down to 27 here. Bear Fangs comes in for 10. We'll go down to 17. I think that's fine. Let's lead on Arc Lightning. Throw in arcane damage here at Nick and see what he does. And then we're going to go Arc Lightning one more time. This is 2 instances of 1 arcane. So this is going to go ahead and Nick's going to block all of this out. So if I pitch this to throw this, it gives us a... I like this play because this is going to be 2 and 2 arcane here with Go Again. Feels like there might be a better way to be using our hand here this turn, but I'm not sure what it looks like. This is actually exactly what we wanted from Nick, so this works out very well because Nick gets to block this, and then it's going to be 2 more arcane damage coming across here from the Arc Lightnings. Kind of wish we'd had a blue to go with one of the Arc Lightnings there, but if we take the chance that Nick does give us the flashback and we keep one of the Arc Lightnings in hand, we're having to hope that he takes that instead. So this puts Nick to 17, and then there's 2 instances of 1 Arcane here to put Nick down to 15, because I imagine at this point he's not going to be blocking it. Nick falls down to 15, and we're going to pass and see what we draw into. Feels like not arsenaling is probably just incorrect there, but I'm not sure, to be honest, like looking at that hand. This is 9. We're just going to go to 8. This is fine. We have a good hand. Arc, static, 2 Arcane, then Sword if blocks, or Second Strike if he doesn't. Arsenal, Arc. So I think the problem there, Dave, is the fleshbag throws a wrench in that, because you never know what he's going to take, right? Like if he leaves us with the Arc Lightning, I mean, I guess you're saying that, like, no matter what, we're just gonna throw the sword or do that. So I guess, like, you're just committing to, like, kind of a weaker turn there. I mean, and that's fine. Like, maybe your line is a better play there. My line definitely did not feel like the best thing we could be doing that turn. After playing Jarl for the last week, I feel like I'm trying to shake off all the Guardian vibes. So we're going to get to draw an extra card here. It's a really good one to Arsenal. So we'll come in for 3, unfortunately. I actually think this is fine, knowing that that's on top. We can throw this here, and then we can Arsenal this, because they're virtually the same card. So it'd be 3 into 4 if we decided to not do anything. I mean, I think we have to throw 4 here. We're at 8. Nick's gonna have a 4-card hand, which means if he drew like another power turn, like, we're probably in a bad spot. But I mean, to be fair, you're probably not beating KO when he draws 2 blood rushes in the first 5 turns of the game. I'm sorry, 4 turns of the game. But if he doesn't, then we can try to stay above. We can try to stay above. We can try to stay above 3. I'm sorry, 3 or above is what we want here. So what if I block with equipment and take 5 and go to 3? Actually, that's probably wrong, right? We're probably just supposed to block with this. I guess I could block here, right? I guess it just depends on, like, what Nick's last card is. I guess we're just supposed to block with the Sink Below here. Yeah, we'll just block with the Sink Below. It's probably just the most correct play. I don't think we're going to bottom anything. Our hand looks pretty solid here. And it's the Sin Packing. I can't take 6, unfortunately. If I block 4... if I block like this, I get my Rabble back, which I'm going to be honest, doesn't feel that great, but could be okay just depending on what happens. I mean, I think this is the way that our turn played out. If Nick has Command and Conquer there, giving up the Sink Below first is always correct, but if Nick has the Sin Packing, it feels really bad, because then we don't have an easy way to block everything we're trying to do here. And the Potion of Strength's on top of our deck. LOL. I mean, sure, we should always think if it's a CNC, but we don't know, and that's the problem. We know that Nick's playing both versions of the card in his deck, so we don't know what the best play is there, unfortunately. We just kind of have to make a gut call and hope it works out. We're just going to have to Arsenal and pass here without really anything else to do. Our hand was pretty lackluster there. And Nick's got 3 cards in hand, which means he's just going to kill us. Like, I don't know, like, I guess I'm just not playing very well, because, like, every turn that we had that game just felt super bad. It's a very small note, but Nick should have Blood Rush there before the Savage Sash, because he doesn't know what he's going to draw into. And it doesn't reduce the cost of the Blood Rush Bellow, so... But I don't think it really matters here. We're probably just dead looking at this. This is definitely one of those cards we want to draw in the first like 4 turns of the game. I mean, if not, it's a blue we can pitch, right? It is, ironically, this is one of the downfalls of what I was thinking, is that it does not work with CLV, so having the Potion of Strength here is a little unfortunate. Okay. So I guess we can just block 6 and stay where we're at. I guess that turn kind of worked out for us pretty well, all things considered. Could have been a lot worse. So we block 6, and then is it draw a card? I mean, we're probably just playing draw a card snaps, right? Like we're just looking for the best thing that we have. And I think draw a card is just the correct play here. I mean, this is good. I don't know if it's like earth-shattering here, but it's a good card to draw. I don't know. Maybe I'm just playing. Maybe I'm just playing poorly today so far. It's very possible that's the case. We're gonna go CLV, snap, and we're gonna lightning press. And then we get to keep the channel around and come in for 2 more points here. Maybe it's correct to activate Aurora in this situation. I'm not sure. But this feels like the better play. It's just to get Nick as low as we can with the CLV in play. And we'll just hope to draw something powerful next turn. I mean, I think this is pretty good. Nick comes in for 7 here. We block 5, take 2. Almost 50 people watching and only 4 likes. It's probably because I'm playing badly, to be honest. It's probably because I'm playing badly. I don't feel like I'm playing very well right now. And normally, I can normally tell when I'm playing well or when I'm not. And it does not feel like I'm playing very well. I think we're supposed to take 2 to go to 3 and keep the... I think I targeted both of my cards. And then we're going to fuse for 4 go again here with the current funnel. Nick knows about it, so there's no reason not to show it to him here when we're coming in. Yeah. Also, guys, if you are hanging on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like the video. It means a lot. And guys, if you're hanging on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. I'd really appreciate it. It goes a long way in helping me out. Also, for anybody who didn't catch it in the Discord earlier, stream schedule is going to be a little bit shorter this week. Only going to be streaming on... we're just going to play the press here and try to get the win. And we do end up closing the game out there. I wonder what we're going to draw into in case we had to play it out of Sync Below. So drawing into the Sync Below means we're just going to go Starfall, activate Aurora, and then Arsenal to Sync, which is a pretty good turn. But we do end up getting to win there off the back of... What was the other card you drew, Nick, on the Blood Rush?
The weakest link in the Command and Conquer.
I mean, so nothing that really worked with your turn?
Yeah. Nothing gave me that buff.
Yeah.
Let's play one more.
Let's do it.
One more. You want to go second this time?
Yeah, sure. We'll go second. Let's see. We got the win there. Nick drew 2 cards that did not work with BRB on Sash turn, and it let me flip the game. If I can type. All right. So tempted to join voice call and make a certain type of joke. Yo, I don't, what kind of joke are we talking about? What kind of joke are we talking about? I mean, if you're going to get me banned, then no, absolutely not. Let's no crazy jokes, but we're going to try the Potion of Strength one more time and see how it feels. Because I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of curious to know how it would feel to cut a 1 of Lightning Surge and play a 1 of Potion of Strength just for all the combo matchups and to try and play it that way. And I don't think we're supposed to sideboard any differently going second. I think we just want the sinks and we just want to be playing a value game here going second. So we'll just see what we can do. Don't forget about what? Dude, I don't know. No, that's got to be a joke. I'm not saying that out loud. Nah, bro. Don't even get that. Don't even get me with that, fam. Hey, what's up, Josh? Yeah, Jarl's not great, man. Jarl has not impressed me. I've got one more idea that somebody kind of gave me that we're gonna try tomorrow, I think. Or I might just let everybody vote on what we're gonna play tomorrow and kind of go from there. We're just gonna block 5 and do it this way. But yeah, no, it's like I don't know, man. Jarl has not impressed me. Has not impressed me. Hits the subscribe button, unsubscribes. Dude, that would be so sad if that happened, bro. That would be so sad if that happened. Jarl needs a Guardian set or Enigmagon or both. I mean, honestly, like both of those things would help a whole bunch, I think. I think a bunch of those would help a lot. Just say the nonsense word, it's fine. Yeah, of course you think. I bet you do think it's fine, man. You left me alone and I didn't get you banned. I mean, that's true. Josh did not get me banned, which I'm going to be honest is a feat within itself. It feels like some of the chats aren't coming through. Yo, is it doing that thing where it's not connecting again? Hang on just a second. It looks like the chat's not connected. Yo, okay, so the chat's not connected. So hang on just a second. I gotta pop out the chat so that I can talk to y'all. And chat. Pop out chat. All right, so I gotta open OBS, and now I've gotta open both of the chats so I can see what you guys are talking about. Because it doesn't stay open all the time for some. Oh no, now it's back. Of course, now it's back. Sorry, hang on one second. Let me see what I missed real quick in the chat here.
No, you're good.
Jarl does get views. Nate's right about that. What's wrong with Jarl? Ursa Nice was hype, but it's a lot of downers on him. So I'm going to be honest, man. King, he feels just like kind of underpowered, if I'm being honest. Like nothing I've done with him has really impressed me yet. But I have one more thing to try before we completely abandon Jarl. And by abandon Jarl, I mean I'm going to force it at armories until it starts working, which, as a lot of people have pointed out in the chat, is when Enigma leaves the format. People said Prism is gone and the meta will be great. I do remember when people said that. Just eating the loudest bag of chips ever. Dude, Caleb, I'm not going to lie. I don't think I could be mad at you for joining and just eating chips, but that would be very not cash money of you. All I've ever seen about Jarl is him just losing to every meta contender so far. I mean, yeah, like that's pretty much been the vibe, right? Like it's pretty much been the vibe so far. All right, the chat's working again. We have life. All right, yo, we gotta work this one out. I hate hands like this, but we gotta work out the best way to play through this hand. So okay, hands like this give me a headache. Because Gone in a Flash works so well with Lightning Greaves, but like without it, it's kind of awkward, right? So I can go Gone in a Flash, snap, discharge it back, Starfall, activate Aurora, Gone in a Flash, press, throw it back, throw it again. Or I could Arsenal the press here. I could use snaps effectively to make this work. Aggro joins the Discord voice once, and everyone gets way too comfortable. I mean, listen, I was being a little bit more toxic the other day. I will say that. I was being a little bit more toxic the other day when we were all hanging out together, which is not something I think a lot of people are used to seeing from me. I think this is worth snapping here, if I'm being honest. I think this is worth snaps just because of how powerful the discharge play is here. Yo, I'm not throwing anything back. And what I throw back is none of y'all's business. Y'all can ask Carly about that, though. Ayo. Bro. I do have the blink, but I need to pitch it, right? Like, I think the blink is just better here. I mean, maybe Trent's right. Maybe I'm literally just supposed to, in the resolution step, blink this, and then pitch one of these two cards to Starfall. Let's try it that way. We get to save our snaps that way. We do get to draw a card here with Nick only blocking 2. Okay, so we blink. We will return this to our hand. I can pitch the Lightning Press for Starfall, Fry, Gone in a Flash, Arsenal this? Or is it better to pitch... I can Arsenal a Fry. Is it better for me to pitch the Press to come in for 2 and then discharge for 7? And then Arsenal the Fry? I mean, I think the Fry is probably a better Arsenal target than the discharge, right? It just makes sense that it would be better that way, so we can do it this way to keep the CLV around. Trent is never right about anything that doesn't involve Rhinar. Dude, you just like throwing hate out. Dude, Taylor is really funny, Brick. Where is that redeem button? Trent's out here trying to get me to throw it back. I respect it. All right, well, taking the Gone in a Flash makes this... Like, Nick making that decision for us just kind of lets us know that we're throwing 6 here and we're going to Arsenal our last card. Based off the way that we played the turn, Nick knows that it's the Gone in the Flash because it's the only card we have left in our hand here. So we ended up putting Nick down to 34, got a lot of his equipment, and now we're going to Arsenal. Yo, pause. Pause. Play the Sink Below on defense. Gone in a Flash. Lightning Press it. Snap. Play the end on the potion next turn. Seems not bad, right? Seems not bad. Hey, what's up, Brad? How are you? What are your thoughts on the new hero abilities with Fang and Syndra? So, I mean, I'm going to be honest, I spent more time reading Syndra's than I did Fang's because I'm more interested in playing the new Draconic Ninja. But Syndra's seemed really cool. We just have to know what the new daggers are going to be and like what that allows us to do. Because right now we don't have any Draconic daggers. But I do like the idea of being able to re-equip Draconic daggers from the graveyard, which is pretty sweet. I did see that Flick Knives shot up overnight. Thank God your boy spec'd ahead. So I've got one already. I like Potion of Strength because it's basically another 0 for 4 on the combo turn is what we were talking about earlier, Caleb. And I think that's just kind of how you have to view it when you're looking at it. I wonder if we're supposed to bottom something here. I don't think so. Fang just gets free dagger swings. But I have to admit, Brian, I'm pretty hyped for the new heroes. Even if they don't end up being like all that powerful, I'm pretty hyped for like what they can do. And when they show us the Draconic daggers is really that as we start seeing more of the set is when like you'll definitely see me doing a lot more testing and like grinding for like to test the new heroes. Gone in a Flash, we're gonna snap. We're going to draw a card off the CLV and see what we get. Go again. Play the Potion Arsenal. Feels like a weird turn. I don't know. What's the idea behind Potion of Strength? Hey, Wizard, what's up, man? The idea is that on our Arc Lightning turn, this is basically just like an extra 0 for 4. Because we get the value from the +2 on Potion, and we also get the value from the Arc Lightning trigger. This hand is weird. Depending on what Nick does here and how much damage he really throws at us, we probably have one more turn before we're forced into using the potion and just get value out of it. This hand is not very cash money. I won't lie. This hand is not very cash money. Nick does fall down to 23 because he missed off the Reckless Swing, and this is going to be for 9. We'll just block 3 here. We're going to be looking to block at least with one more card this hand, so... Maybe not. That could have been it. It really just depends on like what Nick does here. We'll go down to 20 to see what comes after this. Syndra's ability looks the most interesting. Flick Knives. Yeah, Flick Knives definitely doubled in price. And I understand why, right? Like, it's good. Like, it works well. It works well with what we know about the game and how she wants to play. We're just going to get rid of the Lightning Surge here and just keep a 5-card hand. This is actually pretty good. Nick having all the reds like that, even through the Blood Rush and the Beast Within, is really good for us because it means that we're only down 4 points. And we have more armor left than Nick does. So we're going to go Rabble, hit a blue every time because it's what we do. Oh, no, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. You bought a Cold Foil Flick Knives a week ago? Dude, what a value pickup, Max. What a value pickup. I did see that there was somebody in the Discord selling a bunch of them for actually less than you can find them online. So if you are looking for a Flick Knives, there was somebody in our Discord, in my Discord, selling one, or selling like 5 or 6 of them. I think they had kind of spec'd on them when they were like 30 or 40 bucks. And they were selling them for like $15 under what you can find them for on TCG Players. So, you know, it's a good place to buy them. Aggro tries crazy things. We got to give credit for being different. Josh, I'm not going to lie, man. I really wish I could take credit for this one. I actually got this idea from Newton, the guy who is 3-0 on camera against Mara, playing Aurora. He had this idea, and I don't know if it's like originally his idea or not, but he was playing he was playing Potion of Strength in his list, and I think it probably should have I think it should have done him better than it did. I think Newton was a little nervous playing on camera, and he just seemed like a little he was trying to get into his rhythm and really couldn't find his comfort zone. And I think that did hurt him in the long run. This being for 7 means that we can block Shockwave, Second Strike, Carapace, and then my turn is Rabble into Flittering Charge, Arsenal, this last card here. We are able to block through Nick's Disruption here. Been able to play this out pretty well. We have yet to see an Arc Lightning in 5 turns, which has been pretty unfortunate. I thought I clicked on the Ravenous Rabble. Okay, I did. I'm just lagging, so I had to refresh. I stand corrected. Aggro steals things from people. I mean, it's a good idea, man. Let the Flittering Charge go. I mean, so our hand was fine, right? But it's all about what we ended up hitting with, and if we were able to leak damage, then our hand was going to be fine. But I really like the safer consistency play there, Dave, of blocking, because we have the equipment to block with, and then we can just try to set up for a little bit of a bigger turn. Because Nick doesn't Nick gets Command and Conquers, Weakest Links, and Send Packings is his real big disruption, and I think I would rather block when I can, when it pans out, and play out my hands when I can't block. I think is how I'd rather do it. I guess I'm a greed monster. I mean, I'm not saying you're a greed monster by any means, but I would prefer to block when I can. It seems to be a better play. Now this is for 8. Now this does have go again, so Nick could throw a rough shot at us. I am going to no blocks here and go to 11. Our hand is absolutely bonkers. And we have the Potion of Strength, which I was wanting to save, but I guess we're just going to make it happen here. Nick does not have Flesh Bag or anything that he can really use to abuse us with here, so we're just going to go for it. We're going to go both sides of Burn Up and Shock. Nick probably lets the 1 Arcane come through because he needs to be able to block the physical, if I was guessing, but it also depends on if Nick has no blocks in his hand. You never know what KO's hands look like. Whoop, after I throw my mouse across my desk. I need to charge my mouse. It's been a few days. All right, so that comes through. We're going to go Potion of Strength. We are going to go Entwine Lightning, fuse with the Lightning Surge. So this is 6 go again. So right now the Potion of Strength was actually just a 0 for 2, which to be fair, at blue is most of the time what they're accomplishing anyway, right? All right, so Nick wins in Agility. We're going to put him down to 12, and then he's going to go down to 8 off the Arcane damage. We're going to go Ravenous Rabble for 4 go again because we have a red Lightning Surge on top. We knew it was there. Blocking is for the weak. I don't know about that. I think blocking is very good in a lot of situations. This is 2 go again. So this puts Nick down to 5. The static shock means he has to block 1 card. If Nick was not required to block 1 card here, I would activate Grasp and then throw this to get the extra damage to force Nick to block. But since he does have to block here, I'm okay with throwing the static shock and then just arsenaling the Aurora so that we can set up here. So we're going to end up putting Nick all the way down to 3. Or Nick could block the Arcane here if he wants to. I guess it just depends. He could also throw Claw at me for 4. I don't know. Really depends on what's in his hand. So we put Nick down to 3. And we have a really solid hand here. We're just going to block with both pieces of equipment to make sure that we stay out of like reckless range here. I guess there's a weird world where we go down to 4 and Nick draws double reckless. That would feel pretty bad, but we're just going to make the safest play here. We're in a situation where we can, so we might as well make the best play we can here. That is a blue lightning surge, Brad. You are correct, sir. You are correct. Acilio gets the prism treatment and have a hand with no blocks. I mean, it does happen sometimes. My Acilio deck is down to 20 no blocks now. At one point, it was 35. Brother, I'm going to be honest. That just, like, stresses me out, man. Like, that just straight up stresses me out. This puts Nick down to 1, and then the 0 for 4 should close the game out here without Nick having any equipment. Nick having a no block there really lined up for us. The 6th turn of the game, we threatened 22 damage, which was a big one for us. Nick had a couple of good early turns, but I think we like had control over the later turns, and that like really lined up for us later on in the game there.
See you, man.
Oh yeah, thanks for the games, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so we're going to fill out our log here, and then we're going to look for a couple of slower matchups if anybody wants to play grindier matchups against me tonight. I would really like to test the Potion of Strength and see how it works out. We did go second against Nick. We got the win. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I think I'm gonna change the deck around a little bit here before we play any more games. I want to make some like more permanent changes and see how the potion feels here. We're gonna try that in just a second, and then we're gonna play some games. If anybody wants to play a grindier deck into me, like Enigma or something like that, I could definitely use the reps trying to potion here to see how it works out. Trying to think of why we won that game. I just good tempo late put us in a winning position. Yeah, I mean, there's not any like crazy notes on why we won there. Like we just had some good tempo late and we were able to close it out there. CYB Rip Turd. I mean, yeah, sure, I'd be down for that. Aurora is Starvo confirmed. Bro, lol, LOL. I am out. Slower matchups is not me. I mean, listen, whatever you meant by that kind of grindy, we can talk about, Brick. I'm just saying I'm not ruling anything out here, man. All right, so let's look at our deck here. I think what we're gonna do, just for tonight, I'm gonna cut 1 Lightning Surge. I'm gonna remove this. We're gonna add the. Oh, I guess I didn't have to remove it. I could have just added it to my deck. That was dumb. We're going to add the Potion of Strength to the deck, and then we're going to add in Face Purgatory to the sideboard, because I'm going to be honest, I am a believer in Face Purgatory, son. I have been loving this card lately. I got so much value out of this in Columbus, and I've really been like riding the high of this card lately. This way, we're giving ourselves 9 blues to play with. And, you know, somebody, I actually think it was Dave earlier who was talking about maybe we could play 6 blues, which I feel like is wildly aggressive. But if we cut the other 2 Lightning Surges, we could play a 3rd Fry and a 3rd Second Strike. I don't think that's correct personally, but like maybe that's the play we're supposed to make. I don't know. 9 has felt pretty good to me. But yeah, if anybody would like to play games again, I am going to be playing Request or Competitive CC because I don't like when people take back things left and right all the time. So, but yeah, if anybody wants to play games that are a little bit slower or grindy matchup into me, I could definitely use the reps, and I would appreciate the practice. Yo, why is it 35% off to gift a sub on Twitch right now? Didn't even know that was a thing. I think against Riptide, we want to go second. We're going to tell Brick, good luck and have fun. I do think that this matchup is not like Ether, Ironweave, and Crown of Dominion focused. I think we want to be on Snaps, Carapace, and maybe Face Purgatory here. Some of these arrows can get like a little crazy here, but I don't know. Crown of Providence is good to like protect against like some hate randomly. And I do sideboard in Flicker Wisp in this matchup, and I just try to go ham here. One of the better plays that we could make is like a different line is to like bring in Exude Confidence. But they do have a lot of arrows they can put in front of it, so I'm not a big fan of Exude in this matchup. We're just going to try and run Brick over here and see what we can do. 3-1 start is pretty good so far tonight. Played 4 games of KO and we're able to come out on the victorious side. Yo, is that Trent? Is that Trent with that obligatory 1 bit every stream? Dude, thank you, Trent. I appreciate it, brother. It means a lot, man. Means a whole lot, fam. I appreciate it. All right, let's see. Against Riptide, we are going second, and we'll leave this up here and see what Brick can do to us. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh boy, is that a feign death? Oh my god. Nothing tells me you mean it quite like a feign death. Nothing tells me you mean it. I forgot I'm not at work tonight, so I can watch from here. Yo, dude, let's go. I never get to see Hungry Dude in the chat. It's always Brad. I've not muted the stream yet, and you're thinking way too hard about my arrows. LOL, Brick, just like casually calling me out. I love that Brick is just like casually calling me out, fam. Like, dude, Brick's a savage. Brick's an absolute savage. Yeah, sure. So he's going to cover this up with a Rock Slide Trap. We're going to pitch the Gone in a Flash to come in with a Starfall, and then we're going to throw the Snatch. We're just going to be like, got him. Dude, Feign Death is not something I see very often. I will say that. That is not something I see very often. Yo, pause. What? Only if you have been dealt damage this turn. Dude, did he just like 1 card? Is this just like a sync below right here, bro? Like, what? Okay. Where's Shuko when you need it, fam? We're going to Arsenal the Arc Lightning here and just set up for next turn. If this hits, you may banish face down 3 traps from your graveyard. So this is just 7. This has no text. He does not get he does not get the effect here because it does not say up to 3. It says 3, which means it does not work. So we're just gonna do the things here. We're just gonna come in. Potion of Strength and Snatch do seem absurd together. I do agree, Brad. I do agree. Be good, do us, Rabble. All right, we're probably going to pitch the other Rabble here, although Brick is playing a lot of offense, so maybe that's not necessary right now. Ooh, Standing Order. Brick's on some sauce. Brick's on some sauce. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We have a Somersault on top, which is very good. Lets us block arrows pretty well. And then we're just going to throw the Snatch here as a Chain Ender. Just hoping to get a couple cards out of Brick's hand. I don't really know what else he would block with here. I guess he could have like a Sink Below. I would assume that a Fatigue deck like this is probably on some variation of Sink Below or something, so would make sense if that was the case. Yo, let's go. Josh with a big hydrate a couple minutes ago. Josh, I got you. After this turn, we're big hydrating it up. Boulder Trap has no trigger, has no effect. We don't take damage here, but it is still just a good card that blocks 4, or that blocks 3 with the gauntlets there, so Yo, what is his hand? His hand is dog water. We're going to somersault nothing. I'm going to pitch a lightning press to come in with a starfall. This is tough. Is this a game-losing hand? Probably not a game-losing hand, but it's not great. Would be lying if I said this was a good hand, but it's definitely not a game-losing hand, I don't think. Yo, Boulder Trap on the Starfall. Big Sag. Big Sag. Getting our Carapace there? Okay. It is worth noting that Brick does not have... Oh, he does have AB. Okay, he does have AB. Our hand was absolute dog water, so we're just going to do it like this. We've only pitched one card, and it was the Gone in the Flash so far. So we're going to go press... press, blink, press, but that didn't pan out. Now did it. Oh, well. So it's going to be both sides of the burn up and shock here. We're going to try to get a lot of value. If he was playing aggro Riptide, yeah, probably. I agree. Okay. And now we're going to reveal the Flittering Charge. I'm probably supposed to reveal the Lightning Surge because I'd rather pitch that. All right, big hydrate for Josh here to catch up because we're a little behind. Hey, Carl, what's up, man? No, I did not play the Arc Lightning last turn because I'm trying to save it for a combo turn. I would like to be on a... I would like to be on the full combo of Arc Lightning and Flicker Wisp here when we are playing it. Oh. We push over 1 because Brick played it a little bit too early there. If Brick would like to back up and play it differently, we can. But technically, he's supposed to let the Arcane come through. Go to 36, and then he's supposed to play that. He hadn't waited, and it's a very easy thing to like do. Actually, I should play the Lightning Surge here because I just pitched press, blink, press. Yeah, no, for sure. All right, Brick just decided to take the 4, I guess. Which, I mean, I guess technically works out for us. I think he's definitely supposed to like play that differently, but it did work out for us. Been playing Aurora since she dropped, and I lurk and watch almost every stream. Glad to hear your decision making, dude. I appreciate that, Carl. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad to hear you're enjoying Aurora as well. She is a lot of fun. Oh no, the inertia trap. That's a feels bad. I mean, yeah, it's gonna get put to the bottom. It is what it is, and we'll just try to look for the next combo piece to Arsenal here. Big Sag. Not much we can do about it though. So now we do have. Now we do have an Arc Lightning on the bottom. So our pitch right now is Gone in a Flash, press, blink, Arc Lightning, and the Flittering Charge. So it's what, 6 cards now? We're 6 cards into pitch stack, and Arc Lightning's number 5. So we're gonna have to remember that as we're playing through the rest of the game here. I'm actually okay paying 1 here because I was only going to attack this way anyway. And then now I get to play the Static Shock for 4. This is going to be card number 7, and we got to remember that Arc Lightning is card number 5. Is Victor an auto loss into this meta currently? Enigma, Aurora, Viscera, Azalea, Zin? I don't think that it's an auto loss, no, if I'm being honest. I really don't think it's like just a straight auto loss, John. Enigma is not good, but it is winnable. Viscera is pretty bad. If they know what they're doing, it's pretty bad in my opinion. And then I think Azalea, like I think Victor's favored into Azalea. I think Victor's favored into Zen. I think Victor's favored into Aurora. I assume there's 3 traps over here now. So what if I block Static Shock, Current Funnel? No, I kind of want to put the Current Funnel on the bottom, right? Because of how I've pitched so far. So Static Shock was card number 7. If I pitch the Current Funnel, we would have 2 blues in our pitch stack, which would be, this would be card number 8. We'd have a blue in each of our first 2 hands. So if I blocked Shockwave, Static Shock, I could go Lightning Surge into Starfall, activate Aurora, Arsenal the channel Lightning Valley here, and I could give up the Carapace, which I think is fine. Maybe I'm just supposed to give up the Current Funnel. Like maybe that's just a better play, is giving up the Current Funnel here. And then I can go Lightning Surge into Shockwave and Fuse here and force Brick to make a decision, which I kind of like, to be honest. I'm currently convinced that Olympia is more playable than Fang. That sounds like some real doomer talking there, but I don't know, man. I love Victor and seem to do okay with him lately. Thanks. Yeah, John, absolutely, man. Happy to answer any questions that I can, brother. Happy to answer any questions that I can, man. And I'm glad to hear that you're doing well on Victor. I mean, and to be fair, like it's only a pro quest, so take it for what it's worth. But I did win a pro quest on Victor, so like Victor's not unplayable. Like Victor is doable. You can win games with Victor. So I mean, take that for what it's worth. Though it was just a pro quest. I mean, Olympia does not have much of a hero text, which is kind of sad because I was really looking forward to playing Olympia. All right. So he goes to 23, takes nothing here, and then I'm going to Arsenal the CLV, which Brick now knows about, but honestly, it's fine. Drawing both of those is very unfortunate. Drawing both of these is very, very unfortunate all at the same time. I guess we're going to pitch one. And then we're going to Arsenal one because we have to be drawing into something soon, right? At least you would think. I would think anyway. We're going to play both sides of the bird up and shock here to really try and push some big on hits here. We did not pitch a card last turn, so we're still only 7 cards in. Yo, and he just gives us the value? Surprised face. You guys remember when like Microsoft Sam and Microsoft Mike became a thing? And you could like literally just like it was like the first like voice to text thing that you had. Do you guys remember that? I should just give up Warrior, become a Victor main. Welcome to the dark side, friend. We have cookies. I was sort of right with Syndra's ability. You were honestly very close, Michael Paul. Like you were honestly very close, brother. You were really on point with like you were really close to Syndra's effect. I did mention that I thought like her effect, like her hero ability would have to do something with the marked effect, which I guess technically is not wrong, but both of those heroes have that text, so it feels like it's hard to say that was the case, right? Okay, a lot of instants in this hand. You love to see it. This is for Savon. Is that the second? That's the third count your blessings we've seen. Yeah, it's only 3 more. Only 3 more. Oh no. Oh, I'm just gonna pay 1. I'm just gonna pay 1. Get got. Get got. Boink. Get boinked, Brick. Kind of weird telling another man to get boinked, but you know, it is what it is. So this hand's actually really good. This hand's actually insane and sets us up exactly the way we want. Please don't be a blue on top. Hey, we know that the flicker's on top, which is kind of cool. We know that the flicker's on top, which means if we hit it all, we get the insane value play that we want. We will use Potion of Strength on the very first combo that we rip into if we have it in play. She could be slightly mid-rangey. I could see that. Brad. Yo, Tenru, what's up, dude? We won't know if Fang is good or not until we see his cards. Looking at Enigma's ability without knowing any of her cards, she'd seem pretty mid. I mean, I guess that's fair. That's fair. Like, we did get to see a lot of, like, we had a lot of information as the set got revealed, right? So we got more knowledge that way. And I mean, that does make a lot of sense. I actually completely agree with Hank's take there. Dude, the horse is cool. Yeah, dude, tell him, Brad. Let Josh have it, dude. The horse is cool. The horse is cool. I'm actually a big fan of Victor. I don't know. I would go back to playing it on Friday nights. Actually, I might just go back to playing it on Friday night. I don't know. I played Aurora on Friday because it's all I had together. It's all I had together from being in Columbus the prior weekend, and I didn't feel like changing anything. This next hand is about to be bonkers, and I think Brick realizes that as well. I think that's why he's keeping cards. So I'm terrified to know what he's going to throw at me, but this next hand is about to go ham. I did see the Flicker Wisp. I called it out the first time I played the Rabble, bro. Miss me with that, bro. Miss me with that, Trent. Excited for the 100 and Cinder in particular. Went out last night and picked up Flick Knives, with the market price was still down a bit. I mean, yeah, no, it's a good buy. It is a good buy. I completely agree. It's a great buy. All right, we're going to activate Aurora. We set up the Potion of Strength, and we're going to pass. Hopefully, Brick has nothing too pressing here. Yeah, this turn's about to be crazy. An Arcane at you, sir. 2 Arcane at you, sir. Yeah, this is actually nutty, bro. Potion of Strength for 2 more Arcane. You love to see it. Yo, let's go. Shout out to Newton for the cool tech. Newton coming in clutch with the Potion of Strength text. Or tech. Activate Grasp for 2 Arcane. One Rune Chant, 7 Go Again, draw a card. So we're basically getting all modes from this. Oh, bananas. This turn is so good, dude. Still gonna play Fang? I mean, I get it, man. I get it. I trust the Taco Bell fart more than I trust Illusionist mains. Bro, that is... I don't know that I've ever heard anything so savage. That was absolutely... Dude. Savagery. Could not be had like that. Dude, Brad is just throwing it down out here, son. Brad knows what's going on. I'm glad that somebody's taking it to Josh for a change. Not the other way around. All right, so this is going to be 1 Go Again here. But it's 1 Go Again. And then 2 Arcane on the back end. And then, I mean, yeah, that's fine. I'll just take the damage. Like, it doesn't really matter. I could throw 4 and then snap, but it's really only worth 2 points. And I actually think we're better off to just Arsenal the Gone in a Flash and set up for next turn, since it doesn't really have the value that we're looking for here. We could just go again into 7. We could go again, Gone in a Flash, which is technically 14 off of 5 cards, which is under rate, which is sad. I do like the idea of go again, putting the other E-Strike on the bottom into Snatch for 7. We're saving an E-Strike for second cycle, which I think is pretty good. So we're just going to go again here and see how Brick plays this out. I've never heard something so true, he said. Dude, I love it. Don't turn my back on my heroes. I've been loyal to KO. I mean, dude, Brad was playing KO in the Super Armory on Friday night. Now, he was not happy about that decision, I think, but he was playing it. I actually think we're just gonna play the discharge into God into Flash. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to wait for a blink and like set up a better hand here. I mean, we have it in Arsenal, right? We might as well save it until we draw like a blink, or like we can set up an embodiment and do something crazy. Because we can get a lot of value out of this card, and the Snatch is always just going to be what it's going to be, right? I would be more loyal if my hero was better. I mean, Trent, I'm going to be honest. I don't think anybody can call you not loyal, brother. You have been playing Rhinar since the day I met you. Like, literally. Wish my gym luck was a little bit better. I mean, I won't lie. I got pretty lucky with gym pairings in I got pretty lucky with gym pairings in Columbus, dude. I don't hide from that at all. This hand wasn't really doing a lot to begin with, if I'm being honest. So I think this actually really just worked out for us to just be able to set this up like this. We do have Brick down to 11. Now, he does have 3 Count Your Blessings left in the deck, so there's still a lot of life left for him to gain, but I think we're in an okay spot. KO player here. I think I just enjoy the gambling, rolling scabskins aspect. I just play whatever I'm enjoying in competitive now that Icelander is gone. I mean, I think that's the best way to play the game in general. Is just play what you enjoy, right? Like, it's just best to play what you enjoy and like what you feel like you have a good chance at winning with. And that's what I would tell anybody, you know? Like, it is honestly what I would tell anybody. Is that you should just play whatever you feel like you have a good shot at winning with. Like, whatever makes you happy and you have a good shot at winning with. And you know, the crazy part is like, and I say this, like I say the crazy part, like some people don't care about winning, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I think everybody wants to win on some level, but like there are people like me who like there's like I'm constantly sweating all the time to try and win games, and I don't hide that from anybody. Like, I want to win every time I sit down to play. Every single time I sit down to play, I want to win. It's just who I am. Like, I just can't help it. That's why I play as much as I do all the time. Ooh, Remembrance. Brick's going for the full fatigue plan here. Ira with the Zephyr Needle is my nemesis on KO. LOL, dude. It's so funny, man. Paired into 5 round 2. Did you lose? Did you lose round 2 to the 5? Like, honest question. I'm not picking or making fun. I'm being dead serious, bro. I'm curious to know what happened. We can discharge this back to our hand, which feels really good with the way that our hand was set up. So we'll see what Brick does here. Sink below. I assume he shuffled in like Murky Waters or whatever it's called. I didn't look to see what he shuffled in, but I assume that's what we went for there. Oh, if I discharge this back before this happens, do I get to deny him this effect, the Sink Below effect? I can go pitch Gone in a Flash to Starfall, and then 7 reveal the Lightning Surge, and then Arsenal the Lightning Surge for go again next turn. That actually seems okay, right? I actually think that's not a bad play here, because we can Arsenal the Flicker Wisp and wait for it to come back around. Because we know that there's Arc Lightnings coming back around. We pitched 2 into the deck. I don't get my action point back. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean, Jarrett. I'm an actually competitive person in basically everything I do. Winning is fun and getting better is something is satisfying. Completely agree, Cusco. Completely agree. How am I losing go again? Oh, you're saying if with that on the stack, I bounce this back to my hand, I would lose my action point? Oh, I got you. I got you. I'm following what you guys are saying now. Thank you for pointing that out. So, okay, so it would cost me my action point. I can deny them that effect, but I lose my action point. I see, because I'm not letting go again happen in the resolution step. So we're not getting the value that we want of the action point. I'm following. Thank you guys for pointing that out. Dude, Taylor always says draw better, bro. That's like his thing. That's like his thing. Draw better is his thing. It's always his thing. But Cusco makes a really valid point that, like, I'm a firm believer that, like, getting better at something and, like, seeing yourself get better and, like, having the Okay, so this basically, like, I'm gonna go to 23, and he's gonna take 1 here. But yeah, like, seeing yourself getting better at something is actually an extremely, like, satisfying thing to, like, witness and be a part of. Like, as a player, I actually think it's a lot of fun. So we have both sides of Burn Up and Shock here. Brick's going to take the Arcane damage and then play Arcane Polarity to go back to 10. There's a lot of life gain in this deck, which I don't really think should be that surprising, but, you know. 4 go again from the arsenal here. What is your favorite region of Wraith? Ooh, that's a good question, Matt. My favorite region would probably have to be either Metrics. I really like the dash shot, like the dash area, the storyline. I think it's a really cool artwork. Or I guess probably like Volcor, like Phi, or like wherever Phi comes from is what I would say. Like, I think that's called Volcor, but that would be towards the top of my list as well. One of those two would have to be my favorites, I would say. I really like Volcor. I like the artwork a lot. So that's probably on the list as well. I'm a sucker for Savage Lands. Need more stuff from there. I mean, that could be cool. Yeah, for sure. Arya is the GOAT. I mean, Arya is broken, I think, is what you're looking for. Arya is absolutely absurd. Oh, that's sad. Did we just lose the burn-up effect, or does it mean the next thing that hits has to trigger the burn-up effect? No, it just means we lose the burn-up effect? Dude, that sucks. That's a real feels bad. I'm worried that Brick might actually be on his way to fatiguing us right now. Kind of feels like he is a little bit. I don't know, though. I mean, Arya is really cool. I do like the art on Arya a lot. I just think that it's like the most broken. Oh, shit. I just think that it's like probably it's like I think it's the most broken set we've had, right? Like, it's just like everything from that set is absurd. I mean, we have 2 more combo turns coming. There's the last Flicker Wisp, which I'm not surprised by. We are gonna pitch this to let it come back around for the last one here that we can have. Or maybe we're not. I don't know. This is a tough situation that we're in. So dealing damage doesn't seem to be that difficult, but we could use one of the Flicker Wisps here. I think we're better off to pitch one, though. Mr. Runechant from the weapon swing? We activated Aurora, right? I mean, if you're talking about when I accidentally skipped through my turn, then yeah, I definitely see what you're saying there. I appreciate the catch, Mark. I'm trying to work to this turn here. Like, we're going to pitch the Flicker Wisp, but we also need to keep the Channel Lightning Valley in play. Okay, so I think this is what we're going for here. The Runechant forces an awkward hand is what we're hoping for here. We have yet to see the one that makes us discard, like that trap. We have yet to see that trap, which I think is like one of the ones that we're really scared about here. Because if he has the trap here, then we get blown out for not throwing the Starfall first. I mean, yeah, this has definitely been like a grindy game, Brick. I've really enjoyed the game so far. This has been exactly what I needed to test. The Potion of Strength was very good. Like, the Potion of... Like, this has answered my question that the Potion of Strength has been very good so far. Frailty Trap? Okay. We get the CLV hit here. This is 4 go again. We're going to throw this because it hit. And we're going to pitch the Gone in a Flash here. What are we talking about? Oh, are you guys arguing about who's been playing the longest? It's a weird thing to argue about, but sure. And now this Flicker Wisp goes to the bottom. Damn, that sucks. That really feels bad. Yeah, that sucks. So this was actually a really good reason to pitch the second strike. Because I think them both going to the bottom here, like the way in which we have drawn both of these has been incredibly bad for us. Okay, so is this the start of our pitch? This is the start of our pitch right here, is the Gone in a Flash. So the next card, our next hand is going to be Lightning Press, Blink, Arc Lightning, and a Flittering Charge, I think. Or maybe the Flittering Charge is 7. I think the Flittering Charge is next. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to play the Flittering Charge. And we're going to try and use the press to come over the top here. Potion of Strength is basically like an extra combo piece that we're looking for. When you line it up with the Flicker Wisp and Arc Lightning turn like we did earlier, it's basically an extra 0 for 4. And that's exactly what we're trying to use it for, is to just make it an extra 0 for 4. Oh, we're getting double value here. We didn't even have to play the press. It was a blink. Okay. So we get to go Starfall for 2 go again. We're going to keep one of the channels around. Hold the Line actually gets insane value here. Okay. I can turn this Lightning Press into a 4. I want to Arsenal one of them. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate Aurora. We're going to go Gone in a Flash with go again. Resolution, play the Lightning Press, and then we're going to throw the Gone in a Flash again, is going to be the plan here. And now in Resolution, we are going to return this to our hand. Put Brick down to 6, and then we're going to throw Gone in a Flash here. Tripwire Trap. That's fine. There is no on-hits here we're trying to use, so this is fine. And then we get to keep one of the channels around an Arsenal, the Lightning Press. Now we have the Arc Lightning here, but I think we need every point of the combo damage that we can get here. The only people that don't hate Illusionists are the ones playing them. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, actually. That actually makes a lot of sense. So I can pitch one of these Flittering Charges, or I'm sorry, one of the Arc Lightnings here. We're going to pitch one of the Arc Lightnings because we just put 2 Flicker Wisps on the bottom, and we're going to go ahead and put one on the bottom so that we'll have another combo turn set up. Lightning Press for go again here. We are going to pay 1. Absolutely. Is this the term we're looking for here? As an Illusionist main, I understand why people dislike the class. I mean, sometimes the class can just do absurdly broken things, right? And it can be very frustrating for a lot of people, but I definitely don't think that the class warrants as much hate as it gets, if I'm being real. I do not think it warrants as much hate as it gets, in just all honesty. So this is 2 go again. And then it's going to be Static Shock, activate Aurora, Arsenal the Arc Lightning. Then it's going to be 1 hand, and then we're going to draw into the Flicker Wisp. I am going to pay 2 here. I'm going to pay 1 because there's no reason not to. We're just going to activate Aurora. And then Brick can stay at 2 or go to 1 here. Depends on how he wants to play this. He's going to go to 1. I'm assuming he has a Count Your Blessings in his hand. We're going to go like this to keep the CLV around. I keep throwing my mouse across the desk for some reason tonight. I think we're just gonna go for the win. I think we're just gonna go for the win here. I'm gonna be honest at this point. I don't remember the pitch stack. I was keeping up with it for a little while, and I started talking to you guys, and I just forgot. As an Azalea main, I totally relate. Are you talking about like how like people like hate the class? I did play Enigma for an armory. I remember you texting me about that and telling me that you were playing that last week. I mean, I'm not going to do anything here. Like, I was like, this is totally up to... I mean, do something else or you're dead. Count Your Blessings does gain some life here. Puts him back up to 8, but he takes 3 and I draw a card. It does not end the game, or I would still go for it here. Flicker Wisp is in the next hand. So it's going to be... I have access to 5 resources. Wait, have I played a lightning card this turn? I don't think I have. I haven't played a lightning card this turn. I've only played the E-Strike so far. This is why I need to play the lightning press. Because now it's actually going to cost me damage on the turn. Yeah, that was why I needed to play it there. That was a total blunder on my part. Okay, we're going to hope that this doesn't kill us. Illusionist is a knowledge check in the majority of games, and many people aren't willing to admit they don't know how to pass the test. No, that's 100% true, Cusco. I could not agree with you more. Like, that is very, very accurate. That is very, very accurate. So Brick goes up to 5. We are going to play the lightning press. We are not going to return this to our hand. And then, wait, could we kill Brick here? If I snap? 3 comes over the top and puts him to 2. I actually just left lethal off the table. Like, boob. It doesn't matter. We have lethal with the arc lightning, right? Yeah. Either way, we had it there. It's actually ironic because I did not have to use that. Okay, so the better line there, and let's talk about this for a second. If we back up here, my hand is Current Funnel, Lightning Press, and the Gone in a Flash. If I throw Gone in a Flash, snap in reactions, and then I Lightning Press it back to my hand, Brick takes nothing and stays at 5. I get to throw Starfall, Brick goes to 3, and then I get to throw the Gone in a Flash, and even if he blocks with Trench, he still dies, so I get to save the Arc Lightning, and then my next hand was my combo hand. Yeah, so we still had a taxed, like, we had 2 combo hands left. We were going to be able to do exactly what we needed to get there that game. So that was really good. My main issue with Illusionist is board state. I picked up Fab because there wasn't many permanents to track beyond starting equipment. So, I mean, Donald, I definitely hear what you're saying. Like, Illusionist does, like, add to the board state, and it's, like, one of the things that a lot of other games do. And it's kind of nice that Flesh and Blood is, like, pretty much played from hand over and over again. But, like, I think Cusco makes a very solid point. Like, most games, Illusionist is just a knowledge check, and you have to pass it every turn. But there are some games that, like, I genuinely believe Illusionist just, like, does crazy, stupid things and you can't beat it. And I think that feels bad. And I'm going to explain why. I'm going to not mark down my game in my log here. Fatigue game, where combo got us there. Potion felt good. All right, so to talk about Donald's point here for a second before we jump in and play other games. It feels really bad when Prism just locks you out of the game early on, and it also feels really bad anytime that, like, Kano just kills you out of nowhere. Losing to decks like that is a real feels bad. I do not think that it is any different than losing to a high roll Zen, losing to a high roll Kano, losing to an Aurora that just, like, plays 2 CLVs and kills you in, like, 3 turns because she just ran you over. All of those feel bad to lose to, but I don't think that it's any different than the rest of Flesh and Blood. almost every single deck has a really strong high roll potential, minus a couple of heroes like Bravo doesn't really, like, can't really super high roll you, I would say. But like most decks have a very high ceiling and they can really high roll you. And it feels bad to lose to some of those decks, and it doesn't feel bad to lose to some of those decks. And that's where we're not thinking about card games as like numbers, like mathematicians, players, people who are trying to find the best thing you can do every turn. You're thinking about it as someone with feelings. I am not telling you it is a problem to have feelings. I am telling you that I think when it comes to card games, you have to be able to some extent, be able to step out of your box of having emotions about the game, and you have to be able to look at it from a sheer numbers point of view and play the best game that you can. And sometimes you win those games, and sometimes you lose because your opponent had better numbers than you. So that's my hot take. That's my hot take for the evening. Are we still arguing about stuff? I feel like there's a lot of stuff happening here. I've missed a lot of messages on my rant there. OG Prism goes Genesis Shimmers on turn 0. So to Tekla Foundry's point, I mean, OG Prism did have a lot of things that were tough to come back from. Being able to go first against OG Prism always felt really good because you were the one that was able to control how the game played out, because they weren't able to play 2 instant speed auras on turn 0 if you went first. So you didn't have to find a window where you could kill 2 of them with multiple action points through something like a blink or time skippers or anything like that. So, excuse me. It just like really, I don't know. Like I think that OG Prism locked you out of the game more than new Prism does. But LSS has also shown us that they're learning from their mistakes and they're trying to make the game better. How do you feel about the matchup into Ira? Ooh, if I'm being honest, Dustin, I've only played against one Ira and they were kind of new to the game, so I don't really have an understanding of how Aurora plays into Ira, but if somebody wanted to play Ira into me, I'd be down to test it for sure and see what it feels like. I don't really know how we board into Ira. Like, are we just on like hard, like are we on combo because they're a mid-range deck, or are we on like just value plans and sinks and stuff like that? With Illusionist, their early high roll turn actually locks you out. Yeah, no, it does. I do disagree a bit. My aggro deck, seeing its power cards early means the deck is weaker if you can weather the storm. Usually you can't, but all 3 CLVs down early if you block is fine. So I agree with what you're saying to some extent, but I think in recent history, there's not much weathering the storm. Okay, so here's how I think. Here's what I would say. If you are playing an aggro deck, insert X aggro deck at a calling, right? So let's say in round 2, like let's talk about the Bonds Zen deck, right? Now I know that this is probably a pretty drastic example. On turn 2, they throw 55 at you. You can't really weather, like, let's just say they throw 40 at you. You can't really weather that storm and get back into the game because you were the first one to like be on the defense and like lose the tempo. And so you really lost any agency you had over the game. That is the same thing as Kano just like ripping the nuts on turn 2, in my opinion, in the dark. And it's the same thing as OG Prism just locking you out of the game early on. Now, from the sense of like being locked out of the game, I definitely understand what you're saying. It is a more feels bad to get locked out of the game than it is to like lose to an aggro deck, because you can look at an aggro deck and go, you know what, you drew hot and you did what you did, and that's just how it goes. But if you lose to Prism after they lock you out of the game, it feels bad because you just don't get to do anything, and that really sucks. That is a bad feeling. But I definitely hear what you're saying. It is worse to get locked out of the game and not being able to do anything. I hear what you're saying. I just think there's been less of that over the last like 6 months to a year with how powerful the aggro decks have been. But as like in the scope of Fab over the last 5 years, I see what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. At least with Zen or Kano, you can go have lunch. Looking out at the game is worse. Oh, dude, Wally, if you're out of here, man, have a good night, brother. Have a good night, man. I wish Illusionist and Assassin numbers to be bigger to end the game quicker. I mean, I don't think that Prism needs bigger numbers. I think that OG Prism needed bigger numbers because it was just like Kodachi's every turn, and that was frustrating. But like, I really like the way that new Prism is set up because she still has some really dumb high roll potential, but I don't think that she's like absurdly broken or anything like that. Like, I think that she's like playing a pretty fair game, in my opinion, to be honest. Yo, it's Pockets. Dude, Pockets, if you're here, man, best of luck to you, brother. If not, we're going to see what happens. So against having a stroke. Against new, we just pretty much just race and just go ham here. Exude Confidence is very good against new. I don't think the potion's really going to serve us a lot of value in this matchup, but we'll see what we can do. Maybe we want sinks here. Let's try sinks. Let's try sinks and just run in the 60 here. We'll see what we can come up with. We're going to run cop here and try to set this up. I mean, Enigma is a very fair illusionist. I do agree with that. And it's funny because Enigma still does a lot of crazy stuff, but she's the fairest illusionist we've ever had. I don't know that I buy into the fact that she got destroyed by the tome ban, but she did get hurt a lot. She did get hurt a lot. I hear what you're saying. We're gonna do this. I guess we're just gonna see what happens. Yikes. Yo, pause. I guess we'll just play the sink here. Try to block some of the damage here if we can. I really don't know why they're playing Vambrace, but we'll put this on the bottom. I actually think this is okay. Do they not have AB into us? Got a Fry, an E-Strike, and a Burn Up. I kind of want to put the potion into play. I kind of like the idea of putting the potion into play. We're gonna do what I call the Newton special right here. We're gonna use the embodiment on our own turn instead of waiting, and so that we can give the Static Shock go again and then put the potion into play. I was a fan of Dromai pre-Imperial Tome. Felt like an interesting mid-range deck that developed an easy to answer board state. I actually really liked Dromai. I think that Dromai was like having poppers made her like a very like fair deck, like when you could pop the dragons and do things like that. I think was actually a very like fair idea. By the way, I know I'm in the middle of answering something, but we're not going to use Static Shock here because our opponent took the burn up trigger off the Starfall. I thought that Pockets would block a little bit more here, so we just decided to keep this and play it out. But Teteclo's like, yeah. Let's see. Sorry. I think that Dromai was like very good. Now, she had a lot of like very like pressing matchups and like a lot of like really powerful things she could do during that time. But like I do agree with like the fact that like she wasn't like, I really liked her design a lot. We're just gonna play this now. I'm not even gonna try and miss the trigger or do anything dumb here. I mean, to be fair, like this is the turn 0. We put the potion into play. Like this is everything we wanted it to be. Yo, probably should have assumed, to be honest, but it does feel bad nonetheless. Pocket's not bringing in AB is probably going to help us out quite a bit here, but we'll see what we can do. But yeah, I mean, I like Dromai. I played a lot of Oldhim, so like that was a very like back and forth matchup, and it was very skill dependent, like depending on who knew more about what was going on. And to be honest, like I knew more about what was going on most of the time than my opponents did, so like it just kind of worked out for me. We have not been able to play a lightning card this turn because of the weakest link. We were forced to play the CLV out of our hand, so we're gonna have to pitch this to come in for 1 and not really get a ton of value here. I feel like new Prism was decently designed around ALS loop being a real game plan, regardless of it being discovered immediately. I think she's been severely kneecapped. And you, therefore... So you think it was a mistake that, like, she got hurt? Is that what you're saying? I just want to make sure I understand. Her needing to balance a second resource with Ash was also pretty interesting. Lots of skill expression. Yeah, no, I completely agree. I completely agree. There were very, very good... man, we just can't do a lot here without, like, giving up. I mean, I guess we could activate Grasp and pass, right? It feels like a lackluster turn, to be honest, but I think this is the best thing we can do. But I mean, yeah, like Dromai had a lot of skill expression in general, in my opinion. Like, I really like Dromai. I think she was good for the game. I guess the question is this the second one? I mean, we could crown away here. I think I'm just going to say no blocks. I don't know if we need to protect our arsenal here, but I'm just going to say no blocks. Hey, what's up, James? How are you, brother? Mark said Dromai forever, dude. I love it. I'd rather play 10 Illusionists in a row rather than a single Oldhim. I mean, listen, man, I love some Oldhim, man. Y'all know that. That is no secret for your boy here. I love Oldhim. Love Oldhim. Oldhim did sit there and do nothing, but I do think there was a good amount of skill around the metagame to play Oldhim because it was the control deck of the time. Oh, you think it was a mistake to make an important part of her game plan? I'm following now. It was a mistake to make an important part of her game plan. The ALS loop. I got you. I'm following now. That makes more sense. I appreciate it. So the Rune Chant's gonna draw us a card here no matter what we do. I'm kind of inclined to go Shockwave, fuse with the Lightning Press so that we can get the extra value we want here. We're just gonna have to play Snaps this turn, depending on like what we draw. Okay, so we get to snap this, Flittering Charge, play the Lightning Press, and then it is throw the Static Shock from Arsenal and Arsenal the one from hand. Oh, wait, shit. I literally talk about playing Request to Undo, and then... sorry, I know Pockets requested a chat. I must have missed his message. Sorry if I did, Pockets. Yeah, for you guys that don't know, Pocket streams on Twitch. He's a cool guy. So I was like, you guys should check out his channel. He's a pretty cool guy. I don't have like a link to it or anything set up in the chat, so I apologize, but he is a pretty cool guy. He does post in the Discord when he goes live and stuff like that. So, and then it's Flittering Charge, play the Lightning Press, play the Static Shock from Arsenal, and then Arsenal the Static Shock in hand. ALS is completely fine as a tool in our arsenal, but it's not healthy for it to be the main focus. I mean, I definitely get what you're saying. Like, I get where you're coming from, man. I get where you're coming from. I think that's actually a very, very good take. That her design that way is not good for the game, but in general is... Yeah. How's your H2O looking? Oh, dude, I missed one. I missed a big hydrate from Trent. Hang on, brother. I got you. Let's get through this turn, and I got you, fam. We'll get one going here. We're gonna Arsenal the Static Shock and then pass to the next turn. Well, we're probably using Cop this turn just because of how awkward this hand is. I mean, yeah, this hand's like kind of weird. We don't have any go again. Like our last couple of hands have not really like set up go again very well, so we do not draw into something that has go again at all there either. I mean, yeah, I guess we can block, somersault them back, and then activate Aurora. We are going to somersault these back. I'm going to assume that this is like just being used as a reaction here. Okay, so Command & Conquer does not really get us here. This is perfectly fine with me. I'm going to pitch these to activate Aurora, because this is really just how our turn lines up. And then we're going to use the Snatch for 4-go again with the Lightning Press here. I don't know if Grasp and the Arcane works that way. I don't know if it works that way. I mean, I can't blame you for doing a triple take when someone told you that ALS is loopable, because the fact that it is loopable is crazy. Like, it's a very powerful thing to be able to loop that over and over and over again like that. Like, it's a very, very powerful play. Considering this is Count Your Blessings, I kind of want to pitch this, but I'm worried that I'm just being a little bit too skittish. We do have pockets already down to 16 here, so I think pushing the tempo is a good play. Plus, this is both pieces of his blocking equipment pretty early on here. Technically can block with Tunic and Vambrace if he'd like to, but probably not, considering. I still think about Starvo using Somersault every day. I mean, yeah, Starvo using Somersault is absurd. I actually agree with that. I actually really agree with that. I think we're just going to say no blocks and hope that it's not too bad for us. They get to name a color here, right? They don't get to see our hand till they pick a color. I'm assuming it's 1. Like, the odds that you're naming, like, 2 to get a CLV feels pretty light. I don't think that seems really viable. Hand feels a little bit awkward. Tome made loop too consistent. Yeah, no, it made it very consistent, Eben. I agree. All right, let's fill up our water here. We got a big hydrate from Trent. He pointed out I'm terrible. I need to like make a thing on the stream that like lets me know when I've got a big hydrate or something. I think you can actually turn those into I think you can actually turn like the channel reward points into like a notification through the Twitch thing. I've never really looked into it, but I think you can. You gotta set up an alert, otherwise I'll be super upset. All right, man. Well, if Trent's gonna be upset, then you know we gotta keep the people happy, right? We gotta keep Trent happy. Big hydrate for Trent. Make the alert sound the I'm making piss TikTok. Dude, I don't even know what that is, bro. What? I don't even know what that is. We're just going to Arsenal the CLV. Now, I will say that Pockets doesn't know about it, so there is that. Oh, this is bad, dude. I really don't want him to take all 3 Arc Lightnings out of our deck, because we haven't seen one in a 6-turn game so far, and him taking all 3 out of our deck would be really bad. I think we're just going to block 10. I know it's like wildly aggressive to block 10, but I think we need to. And if he gets cards out of our deck, he gets cards out of our deck. This is... I hate to give up the Gone to Flash and the Current Funnel like this, but we can just throw 7 and put the Arc Lightning on the bottom. Yeah, dude, that's what Brick calls his deck, dude. Rip Turd. Trent basically funds your channel at this point. He said, what the heck is that? I mean, that's me protecting Arc Lightning. So I'm assuming that like Pockets can piece together here that I'm protecting a card in my hand Now, we probably could have blocked for 7 and made this a little bit better, but it made our turn like a little bit more smooth, but I think this is just the best way to do it. That is true, Carl. If he does come over the top, we could play this and then pitch it and then let him take another card out of our deck, which I guess is fine. I mean, if it's another Justin Nick in his arsenal, we're going to have to make that play anyway, right? And because I block this way, it actually really, unfortunately, does not line up for me to be able to keep the CLV around. So now we have to make a horribly inefficient play to be able to keep these in our deck. Yeah. And he's actually just going to get to take the E-strikes. No, he's not. We're actually just going to pitch to Aurora differently. Which, shit, I'm not supposed to play this. That was a total mistake. No, I have to play this to make this work. I have to give it the CLV to be able to protect the Arc Lightnings. Dude, that's all Josh does. Much more for work compared to what I usually call Riptide. I mean, listen, dude. Listen, sometimes it's just got to be, you know, sometimes it's just got to be like, you know, safe for work to say. It's just how it be sometimes. Unfortunately, we are just required to pass on our turn and lose the CLV, but if I had kept my hand, we would have been able to make a different play there. So we're just kind of hanging on, waiting for a turn where it's not crazy disruption here. Yeah, Josh is truly the embodiment of, like, wants to talk trash, but, like, doesn't like, play a ton to, like, practice to make himself better. He just wants to talk shit to people. That's, like, Josh's MO, dude. It's, like, Josh's thing. Josh had a couple of good runs of the Talishar tournaments, though. Josh had a couple of pretty good runs. I hate this because he's just going to, like, snap this with Black Tech here. But, oh, no, he's not? Oh, okay. I mean, works for me. Count your blessings. Yep. It's only the second one he's played so far. We are going to go CLV. I'm going to use the fact that my opponent did not bring an Arcane Barrier here to be able to get the hit off of Channel Lightning Valley. 110% we're going to use that effect. This is going to be 4 go again, and then it's going to be pitch Conan Flash to Starfall. I'm going to throw the Snatch for 7 with the Discharge. Especially now that you're giving up a defense reaction. How many of those have we seen? None? Oof. Yeah, it's probably for Codex. Something like that would make a lot of sense. That he's getting more targets like that. I mean, I guess he already had a Leave No Witnesses, so there wasn't much of a reason to do that. But, I mean, it was probably just one of the... like, Leave No Witnesses was better than Command and Conquer there because we had no arsenal. So throwing the Leave No Witnesses let him play the Count Your Blessings there as well was probably the line there. Yo, you went to Eternal Weekend, John? Did you have a good time, man? This probably gets blocked by 2 cards, considering we've seen 0 defense reactions so far this game, but... Hopefully it doesn't. I think he should have sent the Surgical rather than the Count Your Blessings. Was the Surgical his only blue? What color Count Your Blessings did he play? A yellow? So he could have pitched Count Your Blessings to throw the dagger, and then pitched Command and Conquer Tunic to throw Surgical, and then Arsenal to Leave No Witnesses. Probably would have been a better play. Probably wouldn't have been a better play. No defense reaction there. Okay. Was kind of expecting one, but you know, we'll take the value as it comes. I think we're just going to take one here. We have too good of a hand. I mean, yeah, honestly, like that is so much better for us than I thought it was going to be. We have the extra blue. I kind of just want to activate Grasp to guarantee that we're able to draw the cards here. And then the blue actually just lets us arsenal the lightning surge here as well, so that's like a total good play for us here. Josh said I would rather troll and have fun. I mean, listen, man, I'm not judging you, man. I'm not judging you, dude. Everybody plays cards differently and everybody has fun in different ways, man. You do that, whatever that means to you, brother. Whatever that means to you. I mean that very sincerely. I am like the sweatiest of sweats when it comes to card games, and not everybody likes that. You know, that's fine. So we're gonna go Gone in a Flash, Blink, Gone in a Flash, pitch Lightning Surge to keep this around for another turn. There are 3 more copies of Count Your Blessings in the deck, so maybe I should be a little worried about fatigue here, but I don't think I am. We're going to blink this back to our hand. Yes, we want to return Gone in a Flash. This gets our action point back. And then it's going to be 4. Now, we do have the option to go activate Aurora and then go 4 into 4, but I think I would rather set up a good Arsenal target here and play to next turn value. Plus, hopefully we draw an Arc Lightning at some point. Like, we've literally seen 1 Arc Lightning so far. God, please tell me you're going to get the Leave No Witnesses. Dude, this feels so good. This feels so good right now. So I'm actually just going to sink below the Flittering Charge. Or maybe I'm not supposed to sink anything. Yeah, I think we're going to sink the Flittering Charge. Okay. I mean, the Frailty's not great, but is this enough Arcane? It's an extra card. 1. I think this is just enough to get there, right? I think drawing the Arc Lightning. So I think we wanted to sink there, Dave, to be able to try and find into an Arc Lightning. And I think this is exactly what we wanted. I think this is exactly what we wanted from this turn. Drawing into another one would actually be insane here. Oh, dude, that's so good. Drawing this is actually goated. Potion of Strength for +2. Deal an Arcane damage. I think this is just lethal through Arcane. And then this is 6 go again. 1 Arcane goes to 4. 1 Arcane goes to 3. 1 Arcane goes to 2. Goes to 1. So, like, literally just Grasp after this ends the game. Actually, I think we're just going to close it out here because we just have the damage, right? Like, we just have the damage to get here. Potion with Arc Lightning, like, the potion has looked really good. The potion has looked really good as a 1-of in the main deck. I'm going to be honest, like, Newton has, like, as Evanescence would say, brought me back to life. And if you guys want, I'll start singing it. Not really, I won't do that to you guys. But I do really like that song. I lied, I would do that to you guys. If I had it stuck in my head, I would. Thankfully, I guess technically, Block Tunic. Okay. So I think Pocket's not bringing in the Arcane really got us there, if I'm being honest. I think Pocket's like not having Arcane Barrier really went a long way, and us getting the win right there. I don't know if we win that game if he has the AB, because there's a lot of other ways that game can shake out, to be honest. Azuri, I think we went first, right? No, we went second. We did get the win. Potion felt good as a blue 0 for 3 on an Arc Lightning turn. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no AB helped us cheat CLV draws. All right, so that game felt pretty good. I mean, we were able to put it together right there. Like, things felt pretty good that game. Rip the AB. Yeah, so Pockets, did you not have it? Do you not have it in your deck? Did you not have it in your deck, or did you forget it right there? I didn't know. James said sing it. Dude, I'm here for it. He said another one. I forgot my AB. Oh, dude, Pockets, if you said another one in the chat, dude, I missed it. I'm so sorry, brother. I didn't even see it, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. When did you yell at Michael Hamilton? And why would you yell at Michael Hamilton, dude? Why would you yell at him? That's it. I'm putting 3 potions in every deck. Every deck list I see from Brad from now till the end of time better have a lunging press and it better have potion of strength in it. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to him. Although I'm not gonna lie. So we had an entire stream and Trent offered me the objective of playing out God almighty. Oh, dude, let's go. We can play Pockets again. This works out this way. I guess we'll go second. Where we needed to win a game and we need to play a lunging press. We did it and we accomplished it, but man, lunging press felt terrible. Yo, let's go. Good luck. Good luck, Pockets. Brad, the type of guy to put E-Pot and KO. Dude, he's just a chill guy. He's just a chill guy. Or whatever that meme is that I keep seeing everywhere that I don't understand. So I think we want the same sideboard plan into Pockets. I mean, I guess technically we could try to run combo, but it feels not great with how everything's set up here. We're not really looking to Arsenal and like combo that regularly against a deck with this kind of disruption. So I'm probably just going to bring in Sync Belows and try to make it work. Crown of Providence. Somebody had asked if we want Face Purgatory for the value of being able to deny them an Azuri activation. I would rather use Crown of Providence to play around a well-timed leave no witnesses or something like that. He's just a chill guy who sometimes makes spicy bad plays. Do you want a free win tonight versus a funny deck? I mean, I'm always down to play. Like, I would like to test. I would actually really like to test the potion. So, like, if you have, like, a good deck that, like, I could, like, try to jam potion against and see how it works out, like, then I'm here for it. I mean, yeah, I'm not blocking with the Arc Lightning. But, I mean, yeah, Trinity, like, if you want to play one, man, let's do it. Let's do it. Think I'm finally happy with my Riptide deck. Just posted the updated list in the Discord. Yo, Billy, what's up, dude? How are you, brother? I'm happy to hear that you're liking your desk. I'm happy to hear that you are liking your Riptide deck. That's cool, man. No! Fuck. That's so bad. Losing an Arc Lightning that might be the piece that we need to lose this game, to be honest. Like, that could be the nail in the coffin, dude. Damn, that really sucks. That sucks. Riptide is cool. I agree. I wish Riptide got more love. Like, just losing the Arc Lightning like that is so unfortunate for us. Another reason why we can't play combo in this matchup. Yo, Carl, what's up, dude? How are you, brother? Wait. Tried playing against Roger Bodie on Starvo on hard mode. I can confirm that. I can confirm that. We did make some plays. We did forget some things about Briar. that did happen. I think we're just gonna pitch the Arc Lightning here, to be honest. We don't have the potion in play, and I think I'd rather just pitch it. Let's just try and push the burn up and shock here. And there's always a chance that he just has to count your blessings in his hand. No, damn. Okay, that's cool though. We're getting a lot of cards out of his deck. We're trading 1-for-1 on a lot of the cards and getting Yikaroonies, big dog. Yikaroonies. We're just gonna lead on the snatch, press somersault, snaps. Gone in a flash to Starfall, throw snatch again, Arsenal pass. More like I forgot half the text box. I mean, listen, Brad, I'm not gonna lie, man. It was tough to watch, dude. It was tough to watch, brother. I love you, but it was tough. That was tough to see. I mean, we'll just snap and somersault it here. No reason to play the press. he's going to let us have it, he's going to let us have it. So there's no reason to do anything crazy here. Pitch, gone into flash to Starfall. Throw, Static Shock, press it, Arsenal to snatch. Feels like a better play, I think. I think that's a better play because we're getting to push an on-hit effect here that deals extra damage. Curious to see if Pockets tries to block this here. Dude, it's crazy to think that you could have been blocking Winner's Well with one card the entire game. Maybe not the entire game because Roger... I did notice, honestly, that Roger played a little bit differently since you weren't playing that way. But I mean, dude, like... You missed so much value that game, dude. It was tough to watch, man. I mean, dude, I love you, brother, but that was tough to watch. It was sad to sit there and just kind of like watch it all fade away. Because I wanted to say something the whole time, and I just can't. You know, I can't say anything in those moments. And it's a big sag, man. It's a big sag. What are we getting here? What are you even getting? Probably just Arsenal the Codex, right? And block with something better here. I'm never going to let myself live that one down. I was so favored into the XO bracket after that, except the 2 Viscerais. I mean, the 2 Viscerais are just tough matchups, right? I'm just trying not to let cards come out of my deck, so we're just going to block with Carapace when we can, I guess. We're going to play both sides of Burn Up and Shock. Now, Pockets knows that we have a Snatch in Arsenal. Hopefully we can come over the top here with the Burn Up and Shock, but we'll see what happens. Dude, the Florian that got 9th was really cool. I think I was actually chatting with him. I think that was Chris. I was chatting with him on Twitter a little bit. Or maybe it was Blue Sky. I can't remember. I'm currently in a world where like I have Blue Sky and Twitter, but I'm going to be honest. I'm thinking about just deleting Twitter because I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Twitter. I've really enjoyed Blue Sky more. Like the atmosphere is just so much more positive, and it's just been a better experience so far for me. Plus, Twitter's making some rule changes that I'm gonna level with y'all. I'm not a fan of. There's been a few things that like Twitter's changed and they're like policies that I don't like. So I think we're supposed to throw this first, right? Because technically we could get an extra card here and we could enable some kind of crazy go again here. So, yo guys, by the way, thanks for hanging out tonight. Appreciate y'all being here and chilling with me. A lot of things y'all could be doing on a Monday night, so I appreciate y'all hanging out and being here. Oh, blocks with leave no witnesses. And we'll just throw this for no fuse. It's just 4. We'll just get the value here. But yeah, like I was saying, thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all hanging out. A lot of things y'all could be doing on a Monday night. Guys, just so everybody's aware, the week is shortened a little bit. We got family coming in on Thursday, so there's not going to be a stream on Thursday. Also, it's Thanksgiving, so we're going to be hanging out and doing family stuff on Thursday and most of the weekend. So I won't be streaming Monday. I'll be streaming today and tomorrow, and then after that, there'll be a break for the week. So yeah, just keeping you guys updated on the schedule. Also, guys, by the way, if you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Even if you've been hanging out for a couple months and you never heard that question, you know, please let me know in the chat. I still love to learn more about you guys. I'm all about hanging out and just, you know, just like getting to know you guys and hang out with you guys. So Death Dealer is almost gone. I do enjoy Ranger. So Billy was playing the aim stuff on yo, what? Billy was playing the aim stuff on Friday night, and it looked pretty cool. It looked pretty cool, to be honest. So he's going to banish 2 cards, current funnel, Static Shock. As long as it's not Arc Lightning, that's fine. I mean, this seems fine to me. I'm happy to just block here. I forget that he can do this every time. So we're just going to give the Sink Below here. And I guess we'll bottom the Flittering Charge. Yo, you love to see it. You love to see it. We're going to go again here. So it's going to be 5 go again. Then we're going to play Potion, Arsenal, E-Strike. Best hot dog toppings were the Tears of Illusionist mains during the Zen meta. Bro, that's savage. Oh, don't remember if I answered, but bacon and cheddar dog or chili cheese dog. Dude, so John, even if you have answered, dude, like throw it in there, man. You know what I mean? Like there's no harm in answering again. And I have to say, dude, I'm actually a really big fan of chili cheese dog myself. I'm a really big fan of a good chili cheese dog myself. Codex here, so we are just going to give up the E-Strike. Put this to the bottom. This hand's solid. Solid. No! Well, damn. It means winning, like this being gone means that winning the fatigue battle could be very difficult for us, actually. Yeah, like that. It's bad enough to where even Pocket said something right there. This could be tough, to be honest. Like them hitting to it, like Pocket's hitting 2 of those is tough. Say a tough scene, as they say. I don't know who they is, but you know, somebody, somewhere, something. I'm sure. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, Brad. That's okay though. It's okay. We're in a good spot. I think we're in a good spot. I mean, he's only played 2 Count Your Blessings, which does make me feel a little bad, I won't lie. So we're gonna go 4 go again, and then I'm gonna go E-Strike, draw a card. For we don't know what's on top for any reason, do we? No, we haven't played a rabble or anything. We're just gonna go E-Strike for 8, draw a card. Part of me thinks it might be better just to throw the blade here, but we'd be putting both of these on the bottom, and I think we can get more value out of them now. So we're just going to come in for 8 like this. Lightning Surge is a really good one. Lightning Surge is a really good one to just rip off the top right here. Yo, Brad with a big hydrate. Let's go. Y'all are racking up the hydrates tonight, I see. All right, so we're going to block with Vambrace here. I was like, okay. I was like, I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong, but it doesn't feel correct to block with Vambrace right here. Oh. Let's start filling up the water cup for Brad here. This is why I've been filling up. This is why I fill up my jug here at the start of the stream. So I've got all this water. I've added the Hemorrhage Borer for my pseudo Arsenal hate since I'm aim counters. I don't remember what Hemorrhage Borer does off the top of my head. I'd have to look it up to know what it did. It's been a while since I've seen that card. Is that one a Majestic? Or am I thinking of the other one that does aim counter things? Am I thinking of a Mobilizing Shot? Is that a Majestic? I honestly can't remember. I honestly can't remember. All right, so we put pockets down to 19 here, and we're going to Arsenal the Lightning Surge. This is a very, very good hand. I really hope that this is not like a 0 for 4 in his arsenal here. Like, I hope this isn't a Leave No Witnesses or like some crazy good disruption piece here. The Frailty token does hurt quite a bit. I won't lie. That's a little disappointing to see. We're just going to lead on the Lightning Surge. There's a possibility that I'm supposed to just keep it till next turn so that we can keep the value going there, but water is the essence of life. Dude, I love Zoolander, bro. I love Zoolander. At the end, when Will Ferrell's like, his looks are exactly the same. Am I taking freaking crazy pills? Like, dude, y'all have no idea how much I love that scene at the end of the movie, bro. Oh, if it has an aim counter, it destroys an arsenal? I mean, that's pretty cool. I would say that's pretty good. I mean, I would make the argument that that was a pretty good one. So second strike is for 4, go again. Man, I just don't know how people are playing 6 blues. Like Rob Catton, man, like that's some sauce, bro. Some sauciness. 6 blues is just wild to me. Like I have been on I've been on 9 for so long at this point. I was on 12 when we started testing the deck, and I came down to 9 pretty quickly because I was watching Nathan Crawford and a lot of those guys, and they were on 9. I'm not going to Arsenal. We no longer have Crown of Providence, and I'm not interested in Arsenaling just to try and get blown out. All my friends died in a gasoline fight. Oh, it's such a good movie, dude. It's such a funny movie. I'm going to assume that there's some kind of disruption piece into a Count Your Blessings here. Yeah, no blocks to the moon here. You can do whatever you'd like here, brother. Spike with Blood Rot, Razor's Edge, Justinik. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, no, cool. No doubt. Jesus. Takes all the Gone in a Flashes out of our hand. Interesting. I mean, he knows what my whole hand is now, right? Yeah, so he knows that I have the press here. I mean, I'm not going to show it to him just in case, right? But I mean, if he blocks like this, I'm not going to play the press. There's no reason to. Sink below on top. You love to see that. That's it. Magnum. I love it. And the old man's like, yeah, baby. That's what I've been waiting for. Oh, man. That's like such a great movie. I might watch that this week. I do like that movie quite a bit. I don't know when I'll find time to watch it, but I might. I'd Arsenal the press and make him play around it the rest of the game. I actually don't hate that idea, to be honest. So he takes 5, goes to 4. Or I'm sorry, he takes 4, goes to 5, and then blocks the Arcane Barrier here. Oh, I hadn't played a Lightning card. I mean, it didn't matter. I actually kind of like the Arsenal play here that Brad's referring to, because we can use this whenever we need to, and now we know that Pockets has it. Like, now he knows we have it, so he's just respecting it. We're going to Arsenal. This is actually just incorrect, right? Sorry, Pockets. So we play this, and then we play the press that he knows about, and then we come in for 7. Yeah, no, we can play the press that he knows about here. This is actually insane. And then, I don't know, the Potion of Strength, like, we're just saving it until we need to play it, right? Like, the potion, if it turns out the potion is going to end the game, we will activate it here. I would like to save it for the last one we have, but for the last Arc Lightning here. I mean, this is not technically lethal. You go to 1 here. Wow, really? Okay. Well, we're just going to come in for 7 here. And we have the other Lightning Press. I assume that he had a reaction, if I'm being honest right there. He also didn't have one last turn, which is... I mean, I guess last turn didn't really matter. He had the Count Your Blessings, which is all he had there, really. So, Brad, don't worry. I have not forgot about your big hydrate. I got you. I got you right after this game, brother. This is for 7, which probably takes all the cards. And if he blocks like this, we just get to play the Lightning Press, which probably ends the game here. I'm assuming. Yeah, there it is. There it is. All right, so with the Arcane, we actually ended up getting... Oh, the Count Your Blessings. So I will say that's the one problem with Count Your Blessings, is that it is, like, a little slow sometimes. And that, like, if you're not able to, like, set them up and, like, get the value you want early enough, you just fall behind and lose. All right, so let's see. Today we played against Azuri. I think we went second that game. I think I chose to go second. We did get the win. Holding Lightning Press late in the game for tricks when needed. Press closed the game out because CYB was a no block. All right. Well, we're playing pretty well tonight. The deck feels pretty good, and I'm gonna be honest. I have actually really enjoyed the potion tonight. I've actually really enjoyed the potion tonight. Yeah, showing a press when you're at low life totals is actually really cool. Yo, Fabton, what's up, dude? Dude, thank you, man. I really appreciate it, brother. It means a lot. I am doing well, man. I am doing well. I hope you are doing well also. All right. We got a game for Trent here. Trent wants to play, he said, one of the funniest, fastest games we've ever played. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but we're gonna see what that means. All right. I just sent Trent a game so that we can see what's going on. While we are waiting on Trent, I am going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back in like 2 seconds while we're waiting on Trent. All right, we got the bathroom and we're back. He said, please be Rock. Dude, let's go. Oh, man. Hoping it's Rock. Doing fantastic. Family time and holidays. Well, dude, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you're getting to hang out with your family and spend time with them during the holidays, brother. I am super glad to hear that. Now, for everybody who doesn't know, Trent has the historical record of getting rickrolled when he plays on camera. So we're going to see what we can set up here. I'm curious to know if Face Purgatory is actually good when he's intimidating our hand. Let's try Face Purgatory in this matchup. Let's just try it and see what happens. This is probably not a Sink Below matchup. I assume... I don't think I want Flicker Wisp combo, to be honest. But I don't really want Exudes either. Is Sink Below our best option here? Like, is Sink Below the best thing that we can be playing in this matchup? It's really weird that seems like the best thing we could be doing at the current moment against what Trent is up to. I don't know. We'll play Sinks and see if it feels bad. Maybe Flicker Wisp is better here. And we're just supposed to run flickers here. I don't know. We're gonna try a couple things here. All right, so my man is on Rock. Pay 3 and attack for 7. You cannot prevent this damage, and it says activate Rock only if you have no cards in hand. The next ability you activate this turn costs 1 less. Only if you've played a card or activated an ability this turn. Only if you haven't played a card? Haven't. Okay, that's a weird card. Yeah, no, this is not clickbait, bro. We are playing Potion of Strength. That is not a joke, Zero. Swear to God, fam. Let's see. Chat says they love you for playing Rock. Actually, that was wrong. So I think we're gonna go Flittering Charge, play the Lightning Press, play Rabble, Arsenal the Surge here. I think is the best play we have. Oh, they're gonna love to watch me lose with Rock. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Trent's something else, dude. Trent's something else, fam. But yeah, no, the stream title is not clickbait at all. We are playing Potion of Strength. I really try my hardest to not clickbait my videos because, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a streamer. Sometimes I think it's fun, but I really try hard not to, if I'm being honest, because I really don't want to clickbait videos. Like, I want you all to, you know, like, I want you all to, like, you know, actually enjoy the content. So, yo. Man, so do we have to block this just to have an attack? Pause. Have you ever seen an opponent get salty about getting hit with rock? No, because you probably never seen one get hit by rock. It feels like a sham that we can't block with the face purgatory here and get value, but we just can't. It's a big sag. Thanks for the games before I head to bed. What is the too long didn't read around Strength Pot Aurora? Is it a Flick Knives ordeal threatening? Oh, yeah. So the Potion of Strength, if that's what you're talking about, man, when you pair it with Arc Lightning, it's a blue 0 for 3. Arc Lightning and Flicker Wisp, it's a blue 0 for 4 that you can set up and use at your convenience is the way you have to use it. But yeah, no, it's actually pretty sweet. I have liked it more than I thought I would, to be honest with you, man. I have liked it more than I thought I would. Like, real talk, dude. It's been pretty good tonight, dude. But yeah, dude, I appreciate the games, man. I'm glad we got to play. I'm glad we got to play the games and hang out, dude. I appreciate the reps, dude. I don't get to play against Azuri very often. Yo, Fapton's being too nice tonight, man. I'm here for it, though. I appreciate it, brother. It means a whole lot. We're going to play this to give this go again. I probably should have just played the Discharge. Left the CLV in hand would have been a better play. Probably would have been a better play. Oh, also, by the way, I'm down a big hydrate. Sorry, Brad. I forgot when I went to the bathroom. Yo. Okay, Fate for Scene. Another defense reaction. We're going to see. We're going to see. Another defense reaction. No. Channel Lightning Valley inbound. And we drew the Arc Lightning. You love to see it. Num, 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 num. We're about to go ham, hopefully. Yo, what does this do? Yo, pause. Is he about to throw this at me for 12? Dude, I swear, if we lose to the sauce, more Arc Lightning tech. Didn't you play against someone running Oops All Pots? Yeah, no, that was a crazy deck, dude. That was actually a crazy deck, bro. I think we're going to take this and just play out our hand. I think our hand's too good, to be honest. I think we're just going to keep our hand. This hand's insane. But to be fair, like, he is throwing 12 at us. I've swung this for 18 before. Dude, I love how, like, into the nonsense Trent is, dude. I'm here for it. All right, big hydrate for Brad. You're getting rocked. I love that. I hope that that's a thing permanently. I hope everybody just starts saying you're getting rocked. You're about to get. I can't say you're getting rocked. You're about to get lightninged. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't have the same effect. You know it. I know it. Trent knows it. It's not the same. Dude, if we lose to this rock deck, like, deleting the YouTube channel. Just kidding. I'm not doing that, but still. And I'm not gonna let you all try to hold me to that either. Yo, I was like, is this coming across? Dude, how many freaking defense reactions is that? It's actually just the third one. Jesus, he goes on the bottom. Oh, it's your boy Hot Dog Water. Surprise, lightning press. Burn up trigger, 4 arcane damage. You love to see it. We're gonna pitch the Shockwave to come in for 2, and then we're gonna threaten the Snatch. Just wasted our go again. We did waste our go again, and that was a concern that I had. But it's worth worth one more point there. By playing the Arc Lightning before that, because we miss out on one less trigger. And plus, this is just an insanely good value play for us. Having Trent just being willing to give up the fleshback there is actually a major W for us, because we get to Arsenal this here. This is a weird hand. Burn Up and Shock's an insanely good card. Are we about to snap here? I'm trying to think here. Let's tell Trent we're thinking. This is a weird hand, and I need to find the best way to optimize this hand. So the line that jumps out at me the most is Snatch, Blink. So it's 4, and then it would be Pitch Somersault to Starfall for 6, Shockwave fused with Lightning Surge Arsenal. That's an 11.4 card hand and an Arsenal. I can play the Lightning Surge, Snap, activate Aurora, Snatch. Trent just said, go wild, my guy. He's such a clown. We could blink now, I guess. No, I like the first line we came up with. We're not utilizing the somersault at all, but I kind of like the line that we came up with here. Yeah, I actually really like the comparison that that Burn Up and Shock is just like a little bit of, it's a better Boom Grenade. Okay, drawing that, bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This shit, it's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Been slowly making all the Marvels from Dynasty playable. Dude, I hope Rock has its day. And I mean that as sincerely as I can say it. I hope Rock has its day. I don't wish any ill will upon the Rock. Trent keeping his hand is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. I am like terrified of what he's gonna do. Okay, dude. What do you have over there? The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? So the next thing he does costs 1 less, or it's the next ability you activate. Okay. Okay, chill, bro. Chill. Dude. No. What the hell is going on? Okay, so we have to go to 11 to do this. This is, I mean, to be fair, like, our hand is absolutely insane on the crackback, but still, like, yeah. Fuck it, we go into 11. We go into 11. This is a pretty cool turn, though. I'm glad that Trent played this against me on stream. It's cool to like have this like deck list out there. You and Trent both said get rocked in the chat, dude. Oh, you guys are clowns. We're gonna lead here on the Lightning Surge. Ayo, never didn't have it. Got him. Damn it. Two going into 7, I think is better here. Please get this man's list after the game. I have no doubt that Trent is happy to share his list in the Discord. Trent's a G like that, dude. Trent's a homie. Trent's a homie. I have no doubt that Trent is happy to share his list in the Discord. We can ask him, though, after the game. I'm sure he's happy to, though. Dude, stop throwing this thing at me for 12. Oh, wait, no. It's just going to be for 10, right? It's just going to be for 10? Did I count right? All right, so it is just for 10. I can go to 1, or I can block 2. What does my hand look like if I do that? Entwine Lightning Fuse. Nah, let's just take 6. We're not going to get face purgatory value this game. It's fine. We're just going to stay at 5. Now, I do think that we're going to win the game here. Just because of how it's lined up for us so far, but... I don't know if I want to play the E-Strike or not. It would be hilarious if Trent said no. I kind of want to throw Snatch because we've seen 3 Fates and 2 Sinks so far. My work computer just made a noise? Bro, miss me. It is like super late right now, fam. All right, that turn was not good. I feel like I played that turn abhorrently. I mean, we're going to hope we don't die to Reckless. That's Dwayne's signature move, the rock bottom. What if we just go for the lightning press kill? I don't know how we're supposed to win this game. I can't believe this is how the channel is deleted. Okay, so he's currently taking 2. This puts him to 1. Unless he has another freaking defense reaction. This takes both, like, this takes 2 cards out of his hand. Which virtually leaves Trent with nothing he can do here. I mean, he can play like an Atom or something, but he can't, like, he doesn't get to have like an insane turn here. Burn up and shock. He pitches a card. Activate Aurora. 4 and 1 Arcane. All right, we've saved the channel. We've saved the channel, I think. I mean, barring we don't die to like a Reckless Swing. If he's slow rolling the Reckless Swing right now, I swear, on God, I will murder this man if he's slow. Okay, he's not now. But if he had been slow rolling that, dude, that game, I feel like, was closer than it should have been. I think I, like, played that poorly, and I also think that, like, Trent played that, like, well. And that game was closer than it should have been, I think. I think that game was closer than it should have been. I don't know, man. That game was close. Hey, Terrence, what's up, dude? How are you, brother? You doing all right tonight, man? Let's see. Reinar, we went second. We got the win. Rock, Reinar, almost lost. Trent had some good turns, and I played sloppy. All right, well, thank God we don't have to delete the YouTube channel. Thank God. Like, we don't have to. I wanted the Reckless so bad. Yeah, I bet you did, Brad. Reckless isn't even in the deck. Going in now, after you pull that shit. It's going in now. After I don't respect it, you're going to put it in the deck now? You're going to put it in the deck, dude? I love it. Already pumped for Chicago? Congrats on my... Oh, dude, thank you, Terrence. I really appreciate that, man. It means a lot, dude. I really appreciate it. Dude, how was Portland? Did you play in Portland or did you just go and hang out? How'd you do, man? How'd you do? Guys, we are gonna wrap up the stream here. We played 8 games tonight. The Potion of Strength, dude. Yo, big shout out to Newton. Big shout out. Not gonna lie, dude. It's been the tech tonight. The one of Potion of Strength over like the 3rd blue Lightning Surge has actually been insane, and it frees up a sideboard slot so that I can fit in Face Purgatory. I'm in love. I love the card. It's been absolutely amazing tonight. It has been awesome. I'm so here for it. Oh, let's go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Brad's saying to check the memes before we call it a night. We got some memes on the horizon here. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Rock, Ronnie, Trent. Dude, I love this. The whiny Riney thing. I forgot that was like your all's like first interaction together, dude. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, bro. I love that. I love that's like... I love all the like throwbacks and all the memes and stuff that we like have in the channel, dude. That's amazing. It's amazing. Yo, Pockets, thanks for the kind words, man. Have a good night. Hey, Trent, by the way, there were multiple people asking for you to post your Rock Reinar list in the Discord if you don't care. I think multiple people would like to see it. If you want to post it, man, I'd appreciate that. Just played side events this time around, but doing History of Draft in Chicago. Yo, dude, the History of Draft thing looks really cool. Doing like all of the sets that you get to draft. I think it's like all of them, right? I think it's what they said, but I can't remember. But it does look really cool, though. It does look really cool. Guys, thanks for hanging out tonight. I appreciate you guys being here. It means a lot. We're going to go ahead and wrap up tonight. Tomorrow night, we're going to be playing Jarl. I've got one more idea for a deck we can put together for Jarl that I want to try. So we're going to be trying Jarl tomorrow night to see how he feels. And we'll see what happens. Remember, no streams later in the week due to Thanksgiving and holidays and things like that. So yeah, anyway, guys, have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy, guys.